It's Thursday, the 19th day of August 2025 in the year of our Lord. Good morning to you wherever you are. You're welcome to another edition of GH Today. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Please ensure that you're taking precautionary measures as you step out to earn your keep. For those of you who live along the Pokwasi or Fankon road, there's good news for you. I'm sure you've all realized that the contractor on that particular stretch of road has returned to site. So within the next 6 to 9 months, you have some relief. But the MCE says in the next 6 weeks, your road will be motorable. This show is packed today. There's a lot that you should expect. We brought you the news earlier. We're going to bring you some sports news. We bring you what's happening in the world of the judiciary. We'll tell you what day today is. We'll motivate you. We'll pump you up as you start your day right. We'll help you talk about the various issues in our health sector. A critical issue arose over the weekend and the health minister has dealt with it. We'll talk about that on Inside Out. Then later, my guests will join me as we discuss issues of national interest. But let me first tell you what day today is. Today is World Humanitarian Day. Just by way of information, in 2003, a bomb attack on the Canal Hotel in Baghdad, Iraq, killed 22 humanitarian aid workers, which included UN Special Representative of the Secretary General for Iraq, Sergio Vieira de Mello. 5 years later, the General Assembly adopted a resolution designating today, the 19th day of August, as World Humanitarian Day. Now, since then, the day has become OCHA's annual flagship campaign. Each year, it focuses on a theme bringing together partners from across the humanitarian system to advocate for the survival, well-being and dignity of people affected by crisis and for the safety and security of aid workers. Now, this year, we call for an end to the attacks on humanitarians and civilians and their impunity under international humanitarian law. We urge those in power to act for humanity. So that's what day today is. Let me motivate you as you go about earning your keep. Our quote of the day is by Mandy Hale, who says, "You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens." You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you wake up and you don't seem to know what you're about. Don't worry. Breathe in, breathe out. Trust that it's going to be a good day. Regardless of how your day starts, trust that it's going to be a good day and just see what happens. So that's our way of motivating you this morning. And as always, let me help you improve your English language writing and speaking.
Today's word is B-A-M-B-O-O-Z-L-E. Bamboozle. It's a verb. Bamboozle means to deceive, trick, or confuse someone. Let's exemplify it. The candidate tried to bamboozle some Gen Zs to vote for him. Bamboozle.
I'm sure you all know that we're going to a by-election in Akwitia, and some people are going to bamboozle the youth there to vote for them. Just as we're going for the NPP's presidential primaries in January, there's going to be a lot of bamboozling moments in this year. Let me pump you up. It's now time to head to the courts, and yesterday the president granted some prisoners amnesty. And I'm sure a lot of you were expecting our very own godmother, Nana Agada, to be part. But unfortunately, she's not part. We'll tell you all about that in court today. Captain has joined us. Captain, good morning.
Good morning, Lily. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
By His grace, I'm fine.
Yesterday, President Mahama, try crowd. Our own godmother.
But have you seen the list?
Evangelist.
Have you seen the list?
But what happened to Atuesian?
So, a lot of happenings in respect of some of the cases that a lot of people will be expecting to have fallen within this particular presidential pardon. There are a lot of things also happen with respect to how the law works.
Sure.
And so, in between and within, you need to fall within that scope. And if you do not fall within that scope, you may be one of the people that ordinarily you could be considered for it, but you may not. You've mentioned Nana Agrada. So yesterday when the list, the announcement came, a lot of people, hey, is Nana Agrada going to be part of it? Unfortunately, the law works in everything that, even in respect of what the president is supposed to do by way of presidential pardon. I think the list you ought to serve before you qualify for this is, I think, 6 months. And I'm not sure Nana Agrada was convicted on July 3. July, August.
We're still in August.
So
just a month.
A little over a month.
Yeah.
So clearly. People have mentioned William Atuesian. And William Atuesian, as we speak, has been granted bail pending an appeal against the conviction and the sentences. Clearly may not fall within the list that has come. But Director, let's go back a bit. And let me tell you the power that was given to the president to say that I am giving this person an amnesty, I'm granting that person an immunity and all of that.
Absolutely. The prerogative of
absolutely. So if you go to the 1992 Constitution, I was having a conversation with somebody. I said, look, in Ghana, because we are practicing democracy, whatever you do should be within, especially the president of the day. Everything is guided by law or regulations and all of that. So clearly, the 1992 Constitution made provisions for when and how. But normally, we are seeing this kind of thing done on 1st July, Republic Day. So Article 72, prerogative of mercy. And that is where the president derived that power, authority from to come out with this list. And he said that, look, the president may, acting in consultation with the Council of State, A, grant to a person convicted for an offense a pardon, either free or subject to lawful conditions. And the list that we'll go through after, you see whether indeed some of them fall within this particular point. B, grant to a person a respite, either indefinite or for a specified period, from the execution of punishment imposed on him for an offense. Let's look at the next slide. C, and Lily, pay attention to this one. I'm sure it is this very section of the Constitution that you find a lot of them come under. Substitute a less severe form of punishment for a punishment imposed on the person for an offense, or remit the whole of or part of a punishment imposed on a person or of a penalty or forfeiture otherwise due to government on account of any offense. So for those who are asking on what basis did the president granted these persons presidential pardon or amnesty, it is because of this provision in the 1992 Constitution. Now here is a list. So it's just like when you are supposed to take part in a certain thing, and you are expecting the list to come out. Every day you'll be hoping, you'll be refreshing your mail and all of that. So the understanding is that 1,014 applicants or persons or inmates, prisoners, were listed. And in fact, when we are talking about these lists, pay attention to that. Remand prisoners are not part. These are people who have been tried, convicted, and sentenced. So they have been punished for whatever offenses they say they have committed. But if you look at the categories and the numbers, Lily, the first one, first-time offenders, look at the list. 787 prisoners. I'm saying prisoners because they have been convicted for an offense and sentenced to serve punishment. And we are being told that they are, and when you appear before the court and you are found guilty, one of the first things that, even as part of the mitigation plea, is that, my lord, my lady, this convict is a first-time offender. He's not known to the law. He has not committed any offense that have subjected him to trial or punishment of a sort. Okay. But if you go into it, is Nana Agrada even, should she qualify to be under this one?
No. This is not the first time she's committed.
She has been convicted, sentenced to a fine. So clearly,
she's not a first.
She's not a first-time offender. So the number 787. So for those who have committed offense, who have wronged the Ghana for the first time, the number is 787. Number 2, death sentence to be commuted to life imprisonment. You note that then time, until recently when the criminal laws were amended, when you are found guilty for murder, it is death sentence. Will kill you some. And a typical example is Asake Alangdi, the other guy who's standing trial together with Gregory Afoko. He was, and that conviction, as we speak, is still in controversy because one person found guilty for conspiracy to murder.
Who did he conspire with?
Who did he conspire with? And I can tell you, if the consideration fall on him, he could be part of the 87. But what is also interesting in relation to that, I have people mention, is Afoko also in the list, is Sexy Dondo also in the list. They are not in the list because the trial is still subsisting. For Afoko, the third trial is on. For Sexy Dondo, the retrial is about to take off. So he is not part, as we speak, he has not been sentenced to death. But one interesting, do you remember that those who were charged for high treason? Dr. Frederick Yaomakpam and ACP, Dr. Benjamin Agozo, and some of the people who were with them. When Dr. Agozenko were acquitted and discharged, some of the 6 of them, including a lady, they offended the Constitution by way of the high treason, and they have been sentenced to death. As for the Constitution, when you offend the Constitution, it's death sentence. There's nothing like life imprisonment. Could they also fall under this? But I know there's a process for them to appeal. That could have an impact to say that they may not fall within this category. The list in the course of the day definitely will get it. The Interior Ministry is the one that is in charge of this one. The AG's office has some advisory role in the whole processes. But the definite list, trust me, the Interior Ministry will make it available as and when. So life sentence to be remitted to 20 years in prison terms. So if you have been sentenced to serve life imprisonment, per the amnesty, if you serve 20 years, you are free to come out. Then, seriously ill. There are people that you go to the prisons and they are not well. They are ill. Even in the course of the trial, they miss court. You ask the prison authorities and they say that they're not well. They've been taken to the hospital. Report brought to the court. And, within the cell, they also have hospitals. So as part of the recommendation, those who have been recommended to be granted amnesty, they are 33. Over 70 years.
In effect, these persons are walking home.
These persons are walking home.
Okay.
But
so the first-time offenders, so in the list, I know we've gotten to the seriousness.
Yes, so, number 4.
So now, Number one, the first-time offenders are walking home.
They are walking home.
And then those who
number
are seriously ill.
So let's come to number 2. Death sentence to be remitted to life imprisonment. So all those who have been sentenced to death, now they will not kill you. They will bring you back to say, come and serve life in prison. So at least the punishment has been lessened. And one of the things that you wouldn't want to be or to find yourself in is when you're on death sentence. Because I have had situation to visit the prisons, and the question that those people have always been asking the authority, Charlie, so that alone is a psychological punishment on them. But this time around, I said, no, we are not going to kill you. You'll be there till you die. And that number is 87. Then life in sentence, those who have been sentenced to life, they say that, okay, you not spend life in prison, but if you serve 20 years, 20 years, absolutely. And then seriously ill. So once you fall within that category, 33 of them, if you are one of them, you are going home free. You are going home as you should. No matter how many years you have spent already, you are going home. Okay. Then over 70 years, irrespective of the offense. So pay attention there. Irrespective of the offense. So if you are serving death penalty and you have about 70 years,
you go home.
You qualify. If you are serving life in prison and you are 70 years, you qualify. Then what it means is that here, those 51 does not include anybody who is 70 years.
Okay.
Per this list, and then the breakdown that have been given. Then nursing mothers. So there are people who have been convicted and sentenced. Maybe the person has given birth, delivered 6 months, still breastfeeding and all of that. Somebody is asking me, does it mean a pregnant woman? I said, no. The reason the court will always ask that a pregnancy test is conducted on a woman is that to ensure that you don't sentence a woman who is pregnant. But people who are breastfeeding, some of them, it could be a day, 2, 3, 4 days and all. Normally, depending on the magnitude of the offense and all of that. And we are being told that, and there are two people petitioned. So there were 2 petitions that were received, people who think that the punishment that was meted out to them in all terms and purposes do not merit. And they looked at this, sometimes they look at the whole file and then come to a determination of that. So in all, this is what has come out by way of the presidential amnesty or the presidential pardon that has been given to 998 out of the 1,014 who applied. So it means that a little over 16 or 17 people were unlucky.
What of Atai?
Good question. Atai. Okay, how old is Atai? So if you want to quantify and try to project if Atai
is not 70
is Atai 70 years?
No, not
certainly
yet.
No. Is Atai serving life sentence? Certainly no. Atai's case is purely robbery.
Okay.
And in terms of robbery,
how many
not
years
seen.
Was he sentenced?
So Atai's case is much more precarious than anything else. In the respect of the one that he and then the mechanic, 35 years. There's another case that I know in a separate matter. He's serving over 70 years. There's also, so there are cases. Atai is serving different punishments at the same time. Some of them are consecutive. So you serve the 35, then you continue with the other one. So Atai had more than 100 years to serve in prison. But who knows that probably
years.
Yeah, it's more than if you put all the punishment together. So Atai, the I said prison on there, or a patron. Should be a patron there.
At one point, maybe.
But I saw.
He needs a pardon.
So one of the things that they look at.
I'm told that his total sentence is 160. But will he even go to that?
One thing that you can say for certainty in respect of recent interviews that I've watched him had and all of that, he's a man that has reformed. But the point is that when you say Abuauchi na Nisunku, Ujano so Anisunku. My God, one that excites me most is that I know I had a Bobusiano. I didn't know I had edit. I swear. When somebody needs money, support, Charlie. Beautiful lines. All the lines, very convincing. After that's it. But it is what it is. So Some few people are lucky, at least close to about 1,000 of them. Their families will be happy. But the point is that how are we going to integrate these people in society when they come? And remember, not all of them are coming. Those death sentence, the 87 and then the 51, they are not coming out. But the point is that their punishments have been lessened until such time that they are done. As for the 87, they will still be in prison custody. It's just that death penalty, let's go and kill you and let's put you there till you die. They are two different things. Like I mentioned, people are there and psychologically.
They should have just killed him. Oh, this
really,
thing of being
if you become a president of this republic, they're
it's rough. Come by now, girl, I'm saying. Every morning, the communities will be here. Human beings every morning, not more. Any ambulance, almost somebody every morning.
Will that deter people?
Yes.
I'm sure.
See,
the typical Ghanaian is stubborn.
Oh, my brother.
Stubborn academy in this country.
Oh yes, me, I'm stubborn. I know. Yeah, I'm really stubborn. I'm very stubborn. Everybody who knows me knows I'm very stubborn.
They know themselves.
Yes,
very stubborn.
We know ourselves.
You know where the boundaries are.
Exactly. We have our limits.
Yeah, it's true.
Where privileges are, that comes with responsibilities.
Absolutely.
So you cannot say that you are looking for gold. We are blessed. We know. But it doesn't mean that you want to be greedy and
it should
take over.
affect the other
and while
person.
you're doing that, you want to destroy the environment. For my children's children. No. If I were president of Ghana for a day, President Mahama, give me that. For a day.
That's 24 hours.
Yes, I need it for 24 hours. Kamubeti. Anyway.
The time is far gone, so we'll leave you here.
Okay.
Tomorrow when we come, we'll discuss some interesting stuff with you about YOCO, the new board, about legal services. We'll also talk to you about the registrar of companies, all in respect of some activities that they have taken by way of the boards being sworn in to take, and then the various advice. Daniel Domelevo has been speaking. They said, look, this country, you are lucky that he's not the YOCO boss. And can this country move?
You see why I say President Mama should make you president for a day?
So tomorrow, watch out for that.
The
tomorrow.
corruption fight.
I swear.
I'll wear Nika. We go.
Finally, just before I go, let me say a very big good morning to our director for the day, Eugene. Yesterday, he was not here. I told him that the Sunday, we agreed that after the game, whichever way it goes, one will call the other. And I'm still waiting for my call. Jones has
he says he's muted your microphone, but I can say it on his behalf. Eugene, he's waiting for the call.
I'm waiting for the call. And he knows when I appear, you want to explain. I said, you explain, Taya.
No evidence. Anyway, thank you, Captain. That's it for court today. Let's tell you what's happening in the sports world shortly. And sports, Jones is here. Jones, good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Jantwa wants to finish me. Hey, Manchester United. But we are back. But we are back. No. Honestly, even the Arsenal fans admitting that we hit the post. I don't want to explain, but we played better than them. They were just defending.
Oh, as for that one, it's not.
They were just defending. But it's nothing.
It's nothing, don't worry. We're always coming back.
Yes. So. Even, when we stop playing for close to 10 years, Arsenal, they can't achieve what we've achieved. So go somewhere.
We wanted them to have a field day.
Exactly. It was just like the Home World Cup.
And what's his name? Omanibama had died, so we just wanted
to just make Arsenal fans. Yeah. It's true. I get it now. That's why. From next week, they will see.
Yeah. We just wanted Omanibama to rest peacefully. Yeah. That's why we gave Arsenal that win.
That win, yeah. So we'll explain it to Mr. Jantwa. Yeah. Let's start off today from the Galka Top 4 because there's news. The venue has been changed to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So it will no more be at the Accra Sports Stadium. I want you to know. But this is the beautiful University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is how it looks at night. So don't worry. Everything is still in place. Everything remains the same. Fixtures and then the program, everything just going by what we brought you. Just that the venue has been changed. So instead of the Accra Sports Stadium, come meet us at the University of Ghana Stadium there. Now still on the Galka top 4. Let's get to one of the teams. The coach of Accra Top 4, Coach Didi Dramani, says the Galka Top 4 is a good tournament for them to prepare ahead of the season. He was speaking to Monica Bukari in an exclusive interview.
A small part of preparation for the league and then the season. And I think that we need to commend the organizers for instituting this. Right. It's done all over the place and so many matches in a season. And then the timing of it, maybe going forward, we need to look at the timing of it and to think about where it becomes very necessary to make adjustments where the clubs will have more space. You know, it's important to look at the commercial part also. It's important to also look at the tactical and technical part of it, and also to look at the recuperation part of it in terms of the welfare of players and the team, and, you know, so that you can sparse it and then make use of the moment. It is really very good that clubs will have the opportunity to play, you know, high-profile games prior to the commencement of the Premier League, which for me is technically the right thing to do in terms of the periodization
of the Accra Hearts of Folk. Yes, the Rainbow Boys, Coach Didi Dramani. Well, to their bitter rivals, I understand there's going to be a bet between Mr. Jantua and Lily. We'll tell you about that bet later. But then, captain of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Samba O'Neill, says they are using the Galka Top 4 to prepare for Africa as well.
The Top 4 is a very big competition and with a big history. So we are using this to prepare our confederation. You know, BBNE, they are good side, and play against them too is good for us. So we are always ready to face any club who come in front of us. So we are getting ready for all of them. Same thing, Kotoko. Sometimes they know that you can lose, you can play draw, but you have always to put on your mind that you are going for a win. Is when we play in every game, even if it's a friendly game, every game that we are getting to play, in our mind is just a victory.
Well, a captain, Samba O'Neill, says they are not scared of any team at all, even Accra Top 4, they are not scared of them. So from tomorrow, 20th to the 24th, live on GHOne TV, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., the University of Ghana Stadium, not the Accra Sports Stadium. So just come there. It's close to my place, so it's good for some of us.
Yeah, it's good for me too.
Yeah.
Is this a walking distance?
Yeah, so when Pando Out of Lions beats Kotoko, we'll be there.
Yes, I saw that one there. Yes, I support.
You support that one?
Yeah.
Right, so all games will be at 3 p.m. On Wednesday, and then 6 p.m. And then on Friday, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. On Sunday, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Live on GHOne TV, Star FM, Kasapa FM, and then on Ago TV. Let's do some basketball. Because the University of Ghana team, and then the Knights, let's get to see the results from the University of Ghana Accra Division 1 basketball league. Yes, the Aces, they lost to the Army 31-46. And then, of course, we also saw in the men's division, the University of Ghana beating the Nungwa Cold Store 67-58. And the biggest game of the weekend saw the Task losing to the Knights 55-69. Let's get to see some of the fixtures for this week in the Accra Basketball League. It happens at the LWAC Stadium. Well, this is the table. Yeah, so the GRA are still on top. The Navy behind them. The Reformers third place. The Police are fourth. And so these 4 teams will qualify for the playoffs. The Army are fifth. And then, of course, the Aces and the Galaxies are facing relegation in the women's division. The men's division, GRA top as well. The Knights second. And the Task are third. And the University of Ghana are fourth in the relegation battle. Reformers and Tema Youth are facing relegation and might be demoted to the Division 2. And there you see the fixtures for this week. Big game today at exactly 4:30 p.m. The Knights will take on the University of Ghana, and then Nungwa Coastal would play against Tema Youth. And then, of course, we see the BSA and the Task and all in action later this week. But then these two games are for today. And in the women's game, I would also see the women's game for the Accra Basketball League. Today, 3 p.m., the Galaxy will take on the University of Ghana. Reformers play the Navy, and the other games are this week as well. Let's end off with the badminton and then some tennis news, because Ghana has won close to 29 medals. There you see women and then athletes making us proud at the Boteman Sports Complex. They won 29 medals at the badminton Grand Slam. Congratulations to them. And then in tennis yesterday, the Cincinnati finals happened, and Alcaraz had to win because Yannick Sinner retired due to illness. So after the first set, the man couldn't continue. He says he was not feeling well. So Alcaraz is the champion of the Cincinnati Open ahead of the U.S. Open. And then in the women's division, we saw Swiatek, beating Paolini, the Italian Ghanaian. We would always link our roots to her. She lost yesterday. Paolini lost yesterday, but then Swiatek had to come in strong. 2 straight sets to win the Cincinnati Open. The U.S. Open is on us. The Galka Top 4 tomorrow to Sunday. Bandwater of Lions will do it, and you people will see that we the voter people, we don't joke at all. My name is Joe Sadie Zedai. And good morning.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So hey.
We'll do it for you. We'll do it for you. So before the last game, all you need is a draw to, but we'll win. I'm also telling you.
All I need is a draw.
Bandwater of Lions will be first. Hearts of Oak will be second. Kotoko will be fourth, and the BBI Ghost will be third.
Okay, yeah.
So you accept that.
As for the first 2 positioning there, I don't appreciate it.
So
but
you
the last 2
tomorrow, Hearts of Lions versus Hearts of Oak, you will see. Sunday we just gave it to them because of the homework cup.
My brother, Gamami where
next time.
Thank you very much. That should do for Sports Chat. I take a break here. When I return, I sit with my guests for the breakfast review. Stay tuned in. Yeah, welcome back to the show. This is still G today here on GHOne TV, and it's still a breakfast TV. My guests have joined me this morning, Kwame Jantua Esquire. He is a leading member of the Convention People's Party. Dr. Frederick Ntiamwa is a lecturer at the University of Ghana and a member of the NDC Communications team. And Kwesi Kwarteng Esquire is a member of the NPP Communications team and a spokesperson for the Kennedy Japan campaign. He's the man who says, get connected. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor or professor yet. So I have to stay before GTech comes after me. Doc, will you issue or ask for yours? Everything is in that.
You know,
it's okay.
You know,
he's a senior lecturer at the University of Ghana. And you know what the process...
Not a senior lecturer.
Well, he's a lecturer at the University of Ghana.
This time...
This one, everybody... But you see, you know the processes the University of Ghana will go through before getting lectures.
But I'm also a medically oriented person. I'm a vet doctor. So that one even gives me a head on. So I can use any of them at any time.
Oh, very well.
Lily, fireworks. Fireworks.
Where?
Yoko. The new butcher.
No, why? Is it
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah. If he was there. But, I mean, around, no.
Well, let's see. I think he would do a good job if I'm to take how he handled himself when he was GRA, right? So let's hope. It would be a good thing to study to see whether he will be compromised in any way, especially when the politics now comes to bend on you heavily. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the next 4 years where Yoko is concerned. Okay. Yeah.
We're all looking forward to what he will do. I mean, he's a board chair.
Yes. They're powerful.
Okay.
Board chairs are powerful.
But his powers have limits.
Within the establishment, they're powerful. Okay. And they decide, including the board, because I think they have the, vote. What do they call those? There's a vote that they have. And if they want something done, so for us, they can convince the other board members, yes. But I think he would work as a team. And that's one thing that I believe we should try and break down this MPP, NDC thing in our parastatals. Because without a strong workforce, the board is useless.
I agree.
So I hope we can sanitize.
Fellow oral mate.
Yeah, well, do you think everything in oral will pass the test of time with the courts? I don't think so. Some will, some won't. It's the line of jurisdictions, the line of cases. So,
when was the last time you used the Accra Kumasi Highway?
Chai, that's awful. Coming from Kumasi, the road itself wasn't bad. But then when I got off Angkor, it took me about 2 hours. And it rained. You can imagine. Unfair. So I hope with the contractor there now, they can at least clear all those holes and stones and all the unwanted stuff on there, and at least level it up, make it a bit smooth for vehicles. Because do you know the number of people who have spent money on their vehicles because of that road? And unfortunately, when you go to Abosokai, so you buy it today, and tomorrow you have to go and change. You buy it today, tomorrow you're going to change. And that is waste of money. Because you can imagine our trotro drivers, and even the little public transport we have in buses, and then people's vehicles. It does make it interesting, because you then realize that a lot of people don't go on that road. They go through a bridge and come out of near where the, is. That place where the state transport stops on the Kumasi Road.
I have no
They come out from that place and then
in Samam Junction.
Yeah, no, it's just past in Samam Junction, and come out through there and then move on. So let's hope the contractor is now on there, and at least the first bit of leveling the road take place, and then take it from there. He's been paid $30 million, about 800 million cedis. Let's hope it continues in terms of its payment. But let's congratulate the government for being able to find the money to pay him. Let's do that, because I think it's important. Roads, the roads to any country shows the level of development the country has. Okay. And that is key in everything we do. Transportation is key in anything we do. So I think it's a good thing.
Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
How are we?
Yourself?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. Good news?
Sure. I think I've used the road quite some time. But recently, I think for the past, I don't want to say 5-6 months, is worse. Last 2 weeks, I had to go through that stretch. But I had to run through a brie, like what Mr. Jantua is saying, all the way just to bypass that area of the road. And it's really, really bad. So I think that I am happy that government has been able to intervene at the right time. I know people are raising issues about why we waited for this time, but the point is that we came and the coffers were empty. We now have to mobilize to be able to sort things out. So
where did you mobilize from?
Kwesi, you're looking at me. Oh, Kwesi, you shouldn't be surprised. Well, we came and we have to meet a lot of challenges, money issues and all that. If the money was sitting there, I'm sure by now the contractor would have...
So this when you raised bond or you went for loan?
There are other means. That's why we leave those things for the finance minister and the rest. So I'm sure, we trust their abilities, and that's why we've committed the economy into their hands. And so I want to say that it's a good thing that they have been able to do. And I want to congratulate the president for making sure that at least whatever he said, he's walking the talk, not just words. And Ghanaians are also happy. I'm hoping that this thing will be, faster than, we normally see. There are times you see contractors giving money, they go onto the site, and in less than 3 months, things start slowing down because pressures have gone down and all that. But I'm hoping that this time around, it won't just be the normal business as usual, whereby because of cameras and things, they will just move the contractor, and in 2 days, the contractor is nowhere to be found. This should continue, because we can't have a major road like this linking 2 cities, Kumasi and...
It's actually 3 cities, some parts of the eastern region.
Yeah. And the whole Ghana, we don't have any road that runs like 4 lane. I haven't seen one. Maybe I'm just trusting that whatever the road minister has put on paper and is working around it, by the time the 4 years is over, we'll start seeing those developments in the country. Because the Japanese says that if you want to be rich and you want to develop as a country, you need to build roads. And so I think that the government is listening to some of these things and making sure that to be able to make things accessible, we have to connect cities and towns with roads. And that is a good start for us as a country.
Kwesi?
He doesn't want to hear the coffers were empty.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. My commentary on this, right? That's fine. Good morning, Anajantua. How you creatively and smartly maneuvered and jettisoned the conversation on the doctoral titles. I want to commend you. And then quickly he switched to Iyoko, and then came to commend a government for doing his normal responsibilities. And now Doctor is congratulating the president for paying a contractor who is on the road and abandoned site for lack of payment. You have to congratulate the government. You see how we are celebrating mediocrity in our country. I think for me, No, but what is the point of celebrating this and these recommendations and recommendations? And I'm surprised because
were you able to pay?
The government should.
Were you able to pay?
We were not in office by then.
Were you able to pay?
We were not in office by then.
Okay.
The guy was
That
working
pro-
until
that
we
pro-
left
wasn't
office.
done- that wasn't done in your time.
No, I'm saying that we're not in office by then. We're not in office by then. And I'm not sure the expectation was that whilst we're in opposition, we would then magically come and pay.
No problem.
And you see, let me tell you, my brother, Doc, politicians, what we do to ourselves is not proper. It is true that we may want to score political points, but we should not necessarily score political points from every issue.
Okay.
We always look into our faces and tell ourselves that we've not done A right or B right, as though nothing started. Obviously, Maripopa didn't just start work. It started from a certain government. Governance is a continuous process. So when you come, you also have to continue. Yeah. But when you sit on platforms like this and make it look like, oh, when you came, there was no money, there was nothing, the whole coffers was dry, and you went to, as if you conjured money. Where did you get the money from? GOG money, everybody knows the source is from taxes. At the end of the day, if you are not able to get all your revenue revenue expectations or projections, that is where you may have to go to the international market and borrow. That has been how we have been running this our country very poorly because we don't do mass production here. So the picture you are painting as though when Akufo-Addo was leaving, there was no money, and then you came and miraculously where did you find the money? Let's stop that. But I mean, beyond that, I am of the view that the government should have acted quite earlier.
Okay.
At least in the spirit of respect to humanity. There are human beings living there. The dignity of humans also count. The health concerns. I mean, I want to make a reference. Look how Nana Janto on your own platform, the last time we had a banter, how he all of a sudden metamorphosized into a doctor and was giving account and history and explanations on the impact of galamsey on human health. I don't want to go into the things that he said, but this could be worse, especially when you look at the.
Where do I come into this argument of
the local economy on the shoulders of the road? Those who say,
I'm even go yes beyond the economy.
The petty traders.
The petty traders, the residences. I expected another to point out those things, but look, he is now enjoying his board membership position. He's busy. He doesn't have time to interrogate. He doesn't have time to interrogate. And not to also sit here and play the usual politics. And Ghanaians are suffering. Me, I don't use that route.
Oh, you don't use that route?
No.
Are you not actively campaigning?
I always travel to the other part, Kumasi, and the other parts of the country. No. I use that road when you plow and it and come back. Obviously, you should be ready for compulsory maintenance, whether you like it or not. Sure. So mostly, I use a brie. Then I get to Nsawam and I proceed from Suhum there, or sometimes I am forced to also use the Koforidia road. So me, as soon as I'm traveling, I just program my mind that it's an adventure. So I don't care how long the distance will be. Maybe if I use a brie, there is a food joint there. I'll go and jump and proceed. That's I use Kuforidia and then program my mind that it's an adventure. You see how this country has forced me to convert my travels into an adventure.
But you see, then you're also touring the country.
But why should a tour be forced, be compelled on me? By situation of compelled on you?
This adventure. Mr. Janto, please hold on. This construction didn't start today.
Oh, I agree, and I get the bit of equalization that you are trying to bring.
No, I'm not. I'm only saying that.
The point I am making is that the government commitment should have been quite earlier, because this is arguably the busiest road in the country, connecting one part of the country to the other. You look at the health concerns, you look at the risk factors. You look at the economic implications. You can do all the monetary value analysis. And you realize that they should have been of a greater concern to the government. But alas, finally, a commitment has been made. The contractor is going on site. I'm just looking at the people that have been laid off since this project halted. Assuming even for the past 7 months, coupled with the fact that even when they came into power earlier, they voluntarily and compulsorily laid people off. I'm just trying to look at it from that human perspective. But I mean, bottom line is that right now they pay. We expect that. I mean, by fusion of their own policy, 24-hour economy, this contractor also be on site 24 hours, morning, evening. I'm sure for contractors they have such arrangements. Sometimes you get there, you see very huge floodlight, and then people are working, so that at least they will be able to speed it. You see, beyond the fact that I'm making my presentation in that manner, I mean, it's a very serious concern. It's a terrible concern. The delay, the impact on productivity is something that we cannot discount. So I would say it's a bit of relief, but it should have come quite earlier. It should have been a major priority of the government. And maybe it's also because they didn't start it. Like you said, this project did not start today. That's why maybe it wasn't so much of a priority or concern to them. But now President Mahama has made a commitment to them. I don't know where he had the money from, like Prof wants us to believe. But bottom line is that
they paid in
we are
trenches.
good to go.
That's what we're told by the
yeah, but we are also aware. We are also aware that there was a break in payment. That is how come the contractor left site. That's why you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that that was an obligation that was supposed to be undertaken by the government, which they relapsed. But I mean, by and large, we are good to go. But you see, Lily, in this country, we have normalized situations where we put our lives or people's life into difficulties. We have so normalized it. Because I'm sure in other jurisdictions and other serious places, this should have been the order of the day. It's been so normal that we don't care about the ramifications or the consequential effects on people. I have mentioned on health, on economy, on even the health of the vehicles itself. Nobody is questioning it. All we hear is that, now money has been released and now we have these two honorable gentlemen saying we should commend the president and the government. We will do that, but beyond that, let us also look at the impact. Now people are sick. It's going to leave a lot. Me, for instance, I have respiratory conditions. I have allergic to a lot of smell. So if I was living there by then, I'm sure I would have been dead by now. Maybe thanks be to God I'm not living there. And I'm just trying to be empathic to those of them, the people living there. Very sad situation. But they are just helpless. They really cannot do anything. But that is the government of the day. At the end of the day, at least they've made some commitment. We just hope that it doesn't end there, so that we may not have to get to a stage of the construction, and we may just have to also do a reverse year and wait for another 7 months, another 8 months, another 1 year before the next tranche is paid. But we are good to go.
Okay, so some relief for residents who live along that stretch. Well, the MC I engaged yesterday says that by 6 weeks' time, the road will be motorable. We're also learning that...
MC?
Yes, he said...
What about it? Is he a contractor?
He says by 6 weeks' time, it will be motorable. Not completed.
Who told him this? He should stop this thing, so... Mr. Jantua, you want your man to stop this thing. MC, you have your level.
Why do you say I should hold my man?
No, but at least you are in their government. You are friends with them.
How is he his man? You didn't tell Doc to warn his man.
Doc, MC giving us this assurance. Not even from the
No, but the contractor says 9 months.
And this guy says 6 months.
He says motorable. He didn't say complete. He said motorable.
He should stop that. We don't want any assurances. No, I'm saying that who briefed him? Who gave him that briefing?
Well, he's superintendent over that area, so...
Oh, they say 6 weeks.
Lily,
our cameras
Lily,
there.
it's not his place to say that. It's the contractor's place to say that, because if the contractor is not able to meet that, then it's the contractor we hold, not the MCE.
Exactly. Simplicity.
Did he sit on the platform with the contractor when he was saying this?
No, I engaged him on the news yesterday.
He can't say that. So in 6 months, if it's not done, what happens? No.
But the contractor is giving us between 6 to 9 months.
Well, let's take.
The MC has given 6 weeks.
Let's take it more. Let's take it
more.
Let's take it more 9 months. What is motorable?
It doesn't lie with him to be saying those things.
The fact that you have what do you call it? Leveled it doesn't mean it's motorable. Do everything and put everything on. Then we know it's motorable. We need him to finish the road. That's all we are looking for. What kind of thing is that?
But in the end,
did we need him to come and say that?
At least these people, at least his people also have to know that, I mean, he's doing the job.
If the contractor decides right now to leave, will it be done?
No.
Will you stop that kind of
He's
thing?
a representative of the government in that community.
He should have
even said, we have gotten assurance from the contractor that in the next 6 weeks it will be more trouble.
Exactly. There should be a reference point. But you don't just go and
just go and say
assurances and promises.
You do that and you put the government in a very bad taste. Because if it isn't done 6 weeks, people say, Mukasa had 6 weeks, and then who do you blame?
6 weeks from today will be first week of October.
From full power.
I'll use that route.
You see, this thing you are doing, I was listening to you, and you are making it look like you have been taking in fresh air for the past 8 years, and only 6 months now, the whole country is polluted. And
No, I'm talking about that route.
No, but your statements, I mean, suggest that
They will be good, they know, but they won't say it, so just leave it.
Anyway, let's as we're talking
They
about health.
expect government in seven months to do everything.
No, we are expecting
they had
government in
8
7
years.
months to
When they had
commit
8 years.
reasonably to do reasonable things within the 7 months.
All right,
we are not
gentlemen,
expecting them to do
let's
everything.
talk about emergency response in our health service, especially
Sure.
Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Over the weekend, they was put in the spotlight. An activist was there, and he put out a video on emergency response that doctors and nurses were not attending to patients. It took the health minister to visit the facility yesterday. I don't know if that video is ready. I would love for producers to show it so that people can have an understanding of what transpired yesterday when the health minister visited the facility. But essentially, tempers have been calmed, and the patients are being attended to. But then it also brings to bear the issue of emergency response and even citizens, how we even our relationship with health professionals. You are in the health fraternity, Doc.
Thank you for asking. What I wanted to say is that, you see, I was just following it just this morning, and I realized that from the narratives on the media, it means somebody was rushed to the emergency unit, and whether family members or friends and sympathizers had to, get into the facility to assault one nurse. I think that it is not something that we should entertain in our health delivery system. Why? Because there are procedures that you go through in every hospital. There's what we call triad. And in emergency setting, you realize that cases keep coming whilst you are in the emergency unit, and you need to prioritize certain cases over the others, whether you like it or not. I recall about 8 years ago, I had to accompany a family friend to Ridge, same Ridge. The person had ectopic issues, so they were carrying, and I had to accompany. When we went there, it was based on diagnosis from an ultrasonographer that he got to know that, oh, the baby is not in the right position. So I joined the team, and we went. When we went, we thought it was an emergency, and so we demanded, because from the doctor who carried out the diagnosis and everything, we know ectopic is something we don't joke with, especially women who have given birth and those who might have heard about it are aware. When we got there was another woman that was rushed in. They were about preparing the lady that I joined the family to go with. They were about preparing her. Then there was another patient that was rushed in. This time round, her situation was the same condition, but it had ruptured. So you realize that in the hospital setting, priorities must be given to lives. Fine, you might go there and think that your condition requires immediate attention, but you are not a doctor. You are not a health professional. If you have that knowledge and you have that skill, you would have attended to yourself way before you got to the hospital. When you go there, they have to go through process. One, this trial has to do with sorting and prioritizing cases based on their need for medical attention. And it will be based on a number of information that is collected. One is the history that they are going to give you. That history is subjective. You can be misled as a doctor. You also have to do your personal examination, laboratory, everything. It is after that you decide that, okay, your case demands immediate attention. Yes, you classify it as emergency. But for all you know, it's an emergency but can be attended to at the later part because there are other ones that need immediate care. And this is what our health information and education people have to do. I don't know whether they have that mandate to do that. If not, then we should look for institutions to educate the Ghanaian people about how our health system works. Because people get there and they're agitated. They feel that once I've brought my patient, by all means, within a second, he has to be attended to. Even this preliminary examination and sorting and assigning priorities takes time. And we have to understand that. But if we decide that, I have rushed my patient and the nurses were there, they were looking for, all you know, the case that you presented, I'm not saying that whatever happened is the same. The case you presented to you is an emergency to you. But they have seen cases over and over and over and over. And so they know that cases like this, yes, it's an emergency, it has to be attended to, but there's a procedure we go through. I always tell my students, I'm a surgeon, so I always tell my students whenever I'm teaching them that, you see, in surgery, we don't rush. Client or patient will be brought to the clinic and looking at the people around, they will expect that you just go into surgery and Sometimes if you rush, by the time you realize the patient is dead on the table, you need to take your time, run through the process that you need to do. There are times that you will go, you think it's an emergency, and they tell you come in 6 months. Take A, B, C, D. And I tell them that it's all in the interest to make sure that, one, you can go through the procedure. Okay. If you go through the procedure and die on the table, what is the point? If I have to stabilize you to make sure that you can withstand anesthesia, you can withstand the shock of pain, you can withstand the knife, everything that you go through, the stress with surgery, you should be able to withstand before we take you through. Not because your situation looks in the eyes of the ordinary who doesn't fit into the health profession that, this one needs immediate attention, then the doctor just follow that and do it. We need to educate people. And it is very, unacceptable to the point that you go and doctors are working. Yes, we also understand on the other side that sometimes you go to clinic and you feel that at least people should talk to you and say that, give us a minute. We'll address A, B, C, or we are in this process, so we'll move you from here to here. There are times that you sit there for minutes and nobody is minding you. If that is the situation, then we should also condemn it. Okay. But I will not sit on this platform and say that what happened there is something that we should entertain and encourage. Okay. Because if you do that and they lay down their tools today, even though it's not accepted anywhere that you should, but they also should protect their lives. Because I cannot save life when I'm losing my life. I need to have life to save more lives. Sure. And until I have that assurance that my life is intact, I cannot save anybody's life. So I think that, yes, the minister has done the right thing by going and assuring them in terms of security and safety, but we should put measures in place that we educate. It is only in Ghana here that I've realized that even most people, and I'm choosing my words carefully, really, most of us, we go to the clinic without knowing what is wrong with us. Seriously. Elsewhere, when they sit, they tell you, I've seen A, B, C, D, and I think that, when I check online, it was this. He's not diagnosing, but he's trying to tell you that at least he's aware of what he's coming to the clinic to do. I know.
I beg to differ.
Nana?
I beg to differ in the sense that why would you expect anybody to know what is wrong with them before they get to the hospital?
Because as part of history, you are supposed to be able to explain what you feel.
That is, you have a history of a certain ailment. But if you don't, and you're just there and you feel some awkward way, you wouldn't know what's wrong with you.
No. You see, that is where we are. Because
but he says he has allergies of certain things. So he won't stay in a certain area.
No, but he's aware
almost everything triggers it.
Yes. Yes.
Almost everything
So,
triggers
no.
it.
I mean, for his condition, it's quite different. But at least he's aware that he has allergies. People don't know that they even have allergies. People don't even know that they have, high blood pressure, and so I'm not supposed to do A, B,
No, but,
C.
but,
these
for
are
high blood
mandates.
pressure, it's not something that you can
It's a
easily tell.
silent illness.
No, these are things that if you do routine checks, you do a number of things.
Okay,
you'll be alerted.
then if what you're saying is anything, it means
Yeah.
that people should routinely check.
check so that you are aware of your condition. I
But
can
here's
ass-
the instance: a lot of people don't even check. They only go to the hospital when they have probably a serious ailment or they have extreme headache or something.
Lily, when I was
stomach pain.
40, I kept having headaches. And I thought the headaches had got to do with my eyes. Till I went to see my doctor. And he looked at me, did his checks, took my pressure, said, hey, you have high blood pressure. It was 200 over something.
You need to.
How did I know that the headaches were to do with my blood pressure? I
But
didn't
these
know.
okay. So
How would I
Nana,
know?
This is where I'm coming in with the profession and the professional.
Because
side
you're a
of it.
professional, so
You
it's
see,
easier for you to
when,
understand.
There are
He's just mounting a
tools.
defense for his people.
No. I'm not doing that here. What I'm trying to say is that we need to educate ourselves as individuals too. We can't just sit down and one day when things go worse, then we just put everything on
But
the
don't you
on
think
the health system that
the
we have in
education
Ghana.
should rather be people should go for regular checkups? Because I cannot tell. I have high blood pressure, but maybe 3 years ago I couldn't tell that this was it. Same way, I constantly was having headaches, and I thought that maybe because I wake up very early, I don't sleep early, so that is the result.
So Lily, you know where I was coming from. I was saying that elsewhere, I can assure you, if you go to a lot of the countries, Europe and the rest, there are some people who have basic gadgets
Doc,
with
you
them
can't
in the house.
compare.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
You can't
So I was
compare.
making the analogy that
can't
what we have here is the fact that we don't even understand our own selves.
The standard of living
And I
is
can assure you
different.
that not everything that lab can review. There are a number of conditions that what you tell me is more than what the lab can even tell me. Sometimes we
Are
think
you
that
sure?
lab is the final. Yeah, I'm telling you on this platform.
No, I
that
disagree.
Lab cannot be the
But
final
he's in the medical field.
No, lab cannot be the final
You are
in
not,
certain
so you cannot.
conditions.
You cannot say that you disagree.
See,
No, I'm not saying he's lying. I'm
this
only
is what
saying
we
he's
made
disagree.
to believe. There are
That's how
times
these
that
two
people go
differences.
through labs. They are done and they said you are okay. There is nothing wrong with you. So the next thing is that how do I diagnose that
Depends on
person?
the quality of the laboratory, isn't it?
It's not always about quality. You can even go to the highest lab and sometimes they tell you that we didn't find anything.
So you
So
see,
what
Yeah,
do
but
you do?
even in the hospital, a doctor can diagnose you and tell you,
Please allow him to land. Please allow
Yes.
him.
So what I'm
You
trying
can
to
jot
say
down
is
your
that
points.
you need to understand yourself.
Okay.
See, sometimes you being conscious of your health is also important. There are times that you eat. Me, I know there are certain things that when I eat, I start having issues. And so,
So
by
don't you think because you are in the industry, you have better understanding of your triggers? But I may not be, so I will not understand.
no, so what I'm saying is that you knowing yourself, self. So you know that the usual you, when you wake up, this is how you feel.
But
Daily,
we grow, Doc. We grow, and as we grow, our bodies change. So how do I know whether maybe because I'm growing, my jonkus are jonkulizing? You know, so
we are making this discussion because it has to do with life. And what I want to say is that you need to invest in your health, whether education, whether
That I
learning,
agree.
personal learning, whether you have to do regular visits and all that. It is personal. You have to take your health into your own hands. See, nobody can guarantee 100% health for you if you do not care. We can sit here and say that, yes, I don't know. Here, there, we can't do about it. But the truth is that when the thing keep knocking at your door, and one day, you realize that it's late for you, then we will sit up. But we cannot sit and say that, oh, Ghana, that is how we are. Me, I don't know. I just eat and I feel headache. Sometimes I just do what I feel to do. No, we need to understand ourselves as people. This is where I am coming from. You see, the education that we need to educate people is that you need to monitor yourself. You need to understand your own body, how it works. Fine, the doctor has been trained, but the doctor is not you. The difficult that has to come with that, you have come to sit beside or in front of a doctor and he's asking you, how do you feel? I don't know. I can't explain. I don't know what to say. And he says, okay, well, let's do lab. And the lab comes out and says that I couldn't find anything. Fine, you might go to the highest lab in the world and they still do the test and say they can't find it.
You are doing lab on what? Because based on one, the consultation should give you a lead on which lab you should do. You don't just do labs based on, what will be the basis? Is it just based on mere observation? Or at least the vitals should give you a clue to which laboratory test you should do. But you don't just look at the patient's face and go.
You can have a patient.
That is where
you can have a patient with the vitals being normal. You can have a patient, everything that they measure, it's within the normal range, because mind you is a range.
Yes.
You see, and the range, they take the higher and the lower. So people can fall within range and still might not be okay. And so you might have all that, and you ask the person, you want to get some information. That's why history taking, I can assure you, if you meet any medical person, will tell you that it's very important and it should be part of it. You are the one telling me what you've gone through over the years, what you have gone through in this recent week, how you started your week, how it went, and at what point did you see change. This is what you tell me.
We the non-doctors want to talk.
But I'll give it a time.
It is based on that. It is based on that the doctor there will connect dots and say that based on what you have given me, I suspect maybe 5 or 10 different things that can present this. So let's run tests.
Okay.
If you don't give the doctor any clue, fine, he's going to do his examination and all that. But even with the examination, you have to juxtapose that with your history or whatever you have given as a background.
Okay.
And so, I mean, what I want to end with this, issue that happened at Ridge is that we should not put in mind that once we go to the hospital and there's a slight delay, probably, yes, there's a system that has been put in place to ensure that, one, every life that comes there has to matter, and they have to give priorities to the ones that need critical and immediate care before they handle others. And if we understand it this way, then we will know that at any point in time when you go there, the best that you can expect is that somebody should attend to you and let you know how the process is going. And to the health workers, you shouldn't also abandon people, because people go to the clinic. Sometimes you go there and you sit there for 1 hour and nobody is telling you anything. And this practice cannot go on. If we want the people to understand us as health people, then we should also engage them. You can have a doctor who is not good, but because of communication, people might think that he is the best. Communication is the key. Let's communicate to people when we feel that they are agitated, when we feel that they are under some sort of anxiety, because it is the words that you tell them and the assurance you give them in the course of the process that will calm the person down. But if you just leave the person to sit unconcerned, thinking that you are attending to another patient, and after 1 or 2 hours you come and look at that person, that is what brings these kind of issues. And so we shouldn't encourage it on any day, but we should also send caution to our doctors and our health professionals that patient communication should be number one. They should always, at all times, communicate appropriately to patients that come there and assure them that the process is running, and so it will get to their turn. I think if they do this, this shouldn't cause a lot of issues at the clinics that we hear.
Okay, Chrissy.
Well, wonderful submission from the professional perspective. But maybe let me also come from the lay perspective. No, really, from the lay perspective. And I get you as a professional. Your presentations smacks more or less like a defense for the health profession. I think our problem is not really the patient's inability to tell the doctor how he feels or what is wrong with him. People come to hospitals and health facilities being unconscious. And yes, so the doctors are trained to diagnose and identify what is wrong with them. That is where, even beyond the consultation where you solicit for information, you may also have to check the vitals, You may also have to do observation. You may also have to do examination. There are instances you may have to palpitate some parts and areas of the body to be able to get a reasonable guess. And based on that reasonable guess, you are able to then go into the laboratory to confirm the guess that you were making. So when your guess mostly is misplaced, you're also likely to get a very wrong result from the laboratory. That is where you come and you may not find anything. So on that, guys, I just wanted to differ that it is not always the responsibility of the patient to by all means know what is wrong with him. Some patients come to the health facilities and they've literally lost their minds. But yes, the doctors are trained. That is why, how come you are professionals? I mean, it's not going to go attending to them. But look, Lily, the bigger problem is not really about the patients or the doctors. The bigger problem is the trust that we places on our health facilities. You and I, we know for sure that 90% of Ghanaians do not put high value or premium on our health facilities.
Sure.
The average middle income earner, basic things like going to the labor ward, they want to use private facilities or travel outside the country because they don't trust the health system and the health delivery that we give in this country. And this is not a problem of the health professionals. It's a state. We've not prioritized our health system or our health care and the health framework enough. We've not prioritized it enough. My mother, for instance, I use it in 2021. My mother was just 29 years. She went to deliver and never came back.
2021?
Yes. Sorry, 2001. My mother went to deliver and never came back. She was just, my biological mother, just 29 years then. And if you look at the circumstances, I'm sure at that time I was quite young. If I mention, people may want to calculate my age, so I won't mention it. I won't mention it. But if you look at the circumstances,
you know your age.
Oh, at my age, I'm a young man, young, active man.
Nobody has said you're not.
I'm active and
nobody has said you're not.
And capable.
Nobody has said you're not.
Please, let's come back to home. Let's come back home to the conversation.
But the circumstances leading to her death was something that, as at now, I'm still convinced that it was avoidable. And I'm sure we've heard myriad of those instances and those cases. Sometimes medical, and of course, if you look at our legal framework and our justice system, when doctors or health professionals are negligent or are reckless or do not take their responsibility serious and leads to the death for other people, what even happened? Literally nothing happens. Remember the Miss Suebata's case in Kumasi, where she gave birth and the baby was not found. Up to now, what did the government do then? Then the government, they have to go there, get some Islamic clerics to go and see them and talk to them, get some 50,000 for them, and that was the end of the story. So the whole point is that we don't have a bigger trust. There is no trust in the health framework that we do. I just took my phone, just Googled, and I just want to share some information with you. I just Googled, and what I wanted to find was just the doctor-to-patient ratio in Ghana and what should have been ideal based on the WHO standard. Now, see, according to 2025 statement by Enterprise Group PLC, of course, usually they may have to source from different sources. It said in Ghana, the average is one doctor is to 6,355 people. Now, let's even go to, it's even become more glaring and more devastating in some regions. Upper West is 1 is to 13,159 in 2020. In 2022, the same Upper West was better, 1 is to 9,000 plus. Then in Northern region, 1 is to 8,000 plus. But there have been instances in the year 2021 where in Northern region, it rose to 1 is to 10,000 plus. In Upper East region, it went as high as 1 is to 23,000. But look at the baseline. 1 is to 23,000 in Upper East region. But the baseline, WHO is recommending 1 is to 3,000 to 1 is to 1,320. 1,320 people. But yes, so in our country, we are having 1 is to 23,000. So that's about almost 9 or 10 times the size of what should have been ideal. Go to our health facilities. in terms of the logistics, in terms of even the conditions of work. I have a doctor friend yesterday I was with. We're moving around, Dr. Gibo. He's my friend in the NDC. We met and we were having some political conversation. And since the government came into power, all the doctors want to rush from the hospitals. Now all of them want to be politicians. I don't know who should be staying back in the hospitals. But I mean, that is left to them. And yesterday they were having a chat. And I said, so is it a case that you guys don't feel or you don't have empathy for patients? And his comment was one. He said there are instances where they have the eagerness and the energy to save life, but even the facilities to save them is not there. So sometimes they themselves even feel helpless. And at some point, they themselves even need people to even check on their health. So their conditions are not good. Their working conditions, their remunerations, conditions of service, extremely poor, extremely terrible. Look at this recent brain drain, where almost every nurse in Ghana was rushing to UK. Recall, the UK, when after the Brexit, most of the European health staffs left UK to the rest of their countries, and they had to fall on the third world countries for their health professionals. And almost every Ghanaian was rushing there. How much?
Do they still use that phrase, third world countries?
Yeah, but to them, that's how they see us, third world countries. Maybe we may want to sanitize this, elevate it, and make it like growing or developing economies. But practically, where do you fall? Practically, where do you fall? Well, I mean, for purpose, just to feel good, just for the optics. But in terms of health, in terms of health, Africa still remains a third world country. In terms of when you have the conversation of you are a health professional, you do not.
You mean a third world continent, not a country?
In terms of Africa, because at the end of the day, even in UK and America and those things, if you are a medical doctor here, if you go there, you may probably have to go through a lot of examinations, other forms of trainings before they even accept you. The standards may not be the same here. The standard may not be the same here. So the whole point is the trust and the value that we place even on our hospitals. Nobody trusts the facilities themselves. Nobody trusts the health professionals themselves. And so when there is that mistrust among the health professionals, the health facilities, and the patients who are patronizing those health facilities, that is what all happens. Because ideally, in emergency situations, the fact that, like Doc was rightly saying, the fact that you take a patient to an emergency ward does not necessarily means that within the exigency of the moment, the person has to be attended to. Because there are some times that they have to even wait for the person's vitals to stabilize before such a person can go into the ward. I have witnessed such an instance. My friend, finally, her arm was unfortunately amputated. But at the end of the day, the explanation that we had was that she was excessively bleeding. At that time, if they had taken her to the theater, the other prediction was that she probably may have lost her life. So they have to do a balancing act. So I agree, there have to be that form of education and other things. But you see, I'm not sure you see any patient or any family rushing to a UK hospital to go and beat the staffs and the nurses. Why? Because they trust the hospitals and the facilities there. You won't go to America and you go and see the health professionals being beaten.
In some cases, people do. I mean, when they feel that they are not attended to immediately. People have expectations. Everybody has expectations when they go to the hospital. Everybody thinks that my condition is a priority.
Yes. Yeah, but I mean,
is there a rare occurrence?
Is the issue about trust, or the issue has to do with maybe the time for waiting and all that?
No, you see, we don't trust. No, I'm coming. We don't trust the facilities and the personnel because we've not given so much priority to the facilities and the personnel to go. So we know what we have there.
When you go to the government hospitals, it's a death sentence.
Essentially.
But very often, that is where...
It's not a perception anchored on trust, that we don't trust those facilities.
But very often, those are the places that we even have better equipment.
I agree with you, especially also at a certain level of the health delivery. Because if you compare, for instance, a CHIPS compound or a clinic to, say, a private facility, that may well be resourced. It may also not be the same. But of course, in terms of a certain level, at a very peak level, like the regional hospitals. That's where all the equipments, all the big guys, all the right personnel, the resourceful guys are all. So I agree with you. But I'm saying that as a country, we fail to prioritize our health needs. It is the more reason why it is so normal. It has become so normal that this Mariposa thing that we're discussing about the Accra and Sawamu road. It's not normal in this country. We've normalized it. Nobody sees anything wrong with it. That for about 7 months, people could breathe in that air and there's nothing. It was not a national concern. It was not a national tragedy. You go to hospitals, look at even our emergency responses when there are accidents.
Yeah, people are quick to rather pull their phones
to video or even in their quest to even assist the victims. Look at what even happened. They even end up complicating the issues the most. Look at our emergency responses, even when it comes to ambulances. How often will you call an ambulance for it to come? Even beyond the accident, let's even come to our homes. When you have accidents and minor accidents in your home, how are we responsive to it? So we are aware of all these realities. And based on that, we don't trust the health system and the health care that we provide for ourselves here. That is the baseline for these agitations that we are having. So until we prioritize our health system, our health framework, our health care as a country, this conversation will just be deceiving ourselves. Because, see, Lily, if you have an emergency and you walk into a facility and there are no beds, there are no mattresses, and you are compelled to sleep on the floor as a pregnant woman, like what comes to your mind? What premium will you give to that facility? What premium and value will you place on the services that you are getting? Obviously none. And so when even nurses are attending to you, you don't even trust the nurses and the doctors attending to you, because first of all, even how you were welcomed is problematic. So me as a country, we need to make that bold decision. We are looking at a leader. I am sure Canada Japan will come and do it. A leader who will make Ghana a hub of health in the whole of Africa. So that our leaders may not, and of course, I mean, it's also an opportunity to also acknowledge and commend the facility we are seeing at UGMC. I wish it shouldn't have even been a regional facility, but every district should have had such a facility. And I'm sure state-of-the-art facility, every district should have had such a facility. And from there, we would have seen that at least it will even change the whole perception. I walked into UGMC, I thought I was sick. When I came out, I'm fine. Why? Why? Because the facility itself is even friendly. You get it. But the other hospitals and other facilities that you walk into, you yourself, you are even scared. You may even live there with nosocomial infections. Those infections, you didn't go with it. What is nosocoma? Nosocomial infections. Infections, once you are entering the facility, you didn't have it. But when you are coming out, you pick those infections and what are nosocomial infections?
A neighbor of mine died, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I went to the salon to wash my hair. And when I went there, then the stylist said, "Oh, this person is sick and this person has been taken to this facility." And I said, "Oh, she won't come home."
So it's trust.
And true to my words, this was not prophecy. True to my words, the person didn't come home.
Because you don't trust them.
Exactly.
You don't trust them. That is a bigger problem.
Mr. Danto.
You know, when Frederick was giving his presentation, I was wondering who he was targeting it at. Yes, there are some people who can afford to know what is wrong with them. The majority of people who would not know. And so I don't think the burden of proof should be put on the individual. Those who have the wherewithal, yes, they'll be able to tell. But those who don't, even the fact that they don't have money in their pocket stops them from even going to find out what is wrong with them. Yes, and I do agree. All of us should try as much as possible to be able to diagnose what is wrong with us, depending on how we are. What are you doing?
Fair idea how your system works.
So
diagnosis is
the
for
kind
the
of
doctor.
food you eat and the kind of food I will eat, two different. A certain type of food would affect you, a certain type of food won't affect me, and vice versa. So I don't think you can really tell. But you know, Lily, one of the major challenges we have in this country is the fact that it is the medical staff who manage hospitals. And I think that is wrong. That is wrong. In other jurisdictions, they have management. People who have the wherewithal to manage hospitals. And the doctors and nurses look at treatment.
Okay.
So it's up to the management to make sure there are adequate beds, people are not sleeping on the floors, all that kind of thing.
Hey, they'll come after you the way they want that managerial position.
But do we necessarily need to have medical people to be managers of the hospitals? No. We need to get people who have experience in managing hospitals to be able to manage the hospitals and leave the medical staff like Dr. Frederick to do their medical work. Simple. So why is it that they want to manage hospitals? Why? Theirs is to cater for
health needs.
The health needs. Look, I remember when we discovered oil in 2000, and when we knew we had oil and we were preparing for it. Some of us told the government then that please, this oil money that is coming, let's use it for special projects. So for instance, because we knew oil money comes in huge, we knew the quantum of oil money that comes is huge. So let's even say for the next 4 years of this government, we are going to try as much as possible to build first-class hospitals in every region. Every region have a first-class hospital. Because when somebody is seriously sick in a certain part of the country, they have to come down. If it's the north to Kumasi, if it's the south, they have to come to Kolebu. I mean, where are the hospitals that have state-of-the-art equipment? Where? And how many people can go to UGMC? The cost alone is deterrent. The cost alone is deterrent.
But their cost is reasonable.
Well,
if you compare to the private facilities.
Well, your reasonability and somebody else's
no, but
relative.
I've set a baseline. That if you compare to the private facilities, they are doing about 40% of all the private facilities.
I said what yours is. You see, when you go to the UK, you can walk into any hospital with any ailment. A&E will look after you. But you can't walk into any hospital in this country if you don't have the wherewithal to do it. And you see, you were talking about, because you were talking about when doctors go abroad, they have to study. Look, I know Ghanaian doctors who have gone abroad and excelled.
No, I'm talking about even the standard there.
Whatever the standard is, they have gone in from here and excelled out there. Especially with malaria. Especially with malaria. Somebody comes, they go. The moment you get malaria in the UK, they quarantine you. But Ghanaian doctors there can easily pick it up.
Of course they know.
So I think in terms of capacity of our doctors, yes, we have it. But we don't have the quantity to fill the hospitals. So this particular case you're talking about at Ridge, what happened? They felt they weren't treated early. Was that the case? Yeah. And the patient that needed to be treated, was it a serious case? Or is it that they had sat in the hospital for so long that they were tired of sitting there? What is the case?
That they use protocol. If you don't know anyone, they won't attend to you.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be so. It should not be so. And sometimes, and you see, this is why I say there has to be management, people who manage hospitals to manage our hospitals. Why would doctors want to manage hospitals? Give me a reason. Tell me. Is there a reason? Is there some money in there?
Why do you think they can't? Why do you think they can't?
Oh, because they need... You see, look, to manage something, you need experience. Go to our courts.
And you think doctors don't have the experience?
So, he's a doctor. Have you had managerial training?
Oh, I don't have, but some people have.
I'm asking you. So now,
I don't have, but I know some people.
Right now, they tell you and they take you to Rich Hospital. Dr. Frederick, go and manage. Would you know where to start from?
No, a lot of them are trained in managerial.
Some people have even taken up postgraduate courses in management and all that.
But I still believe a doctor's responsibility to take care of patients, not to manage hospitals. There are people who manage hospitals. Look, when you go abroad, they're the managers of the hospitals. They even manage the doctors and do their timetables for them.
No, the problem is not management. If you are managing, there are no resources and logistics. What are you managing?
No. The problem is management.
How?
Do you think if this thing that happened there, if it was an independent management team that was made, they would not handle how patients are looked after quickly, the queues. They don't manage it.
So why is it that the private hospitals are doing better? You think they have better management? A lot of them, doctors are managing their own
At the
facilities.
hospital. Go to ministries and there are managers there, and you go and sit there for hours and nobody is attending to
We are
you.
talking about people's health.
No, I'm
We are
just
talking
saying
about
that if
people's
we are
health.
Juxtaposing
We are
that.
talking about
logistics
management.
and the
We have
resources.
human beings in the country
If that is the case,
who hold high managerial positions, and you go to their companies and you sit there for hours.
Why?
So where is the knowledge
Why?
from the managerial courses that
Why?
the person has taken gone to?
Why?
If we put that same person at rate, I can assure you people will queue for hours
Frederick.
because it's the mentality.
Frederick.
It's not the cause.
Frederick. Yes, it's mindset.
Yes.
And priority.
That is it.
And respect.
Me, I've never bought mindset argument too.
And respect.
I've never bought it.
Respect.
Their mindset. Put systems there.
Look, if somebody who is a Kayayu has been Kayayu for the last 20 years, the body doesn't look good, and you are also sick or I'm sick and we're working together, who will they look after first? Who will they look after first? Who will I expect? Who will you expect to be looked after first?
So you even make a call and they will come and pick. You will make a call.
Make a call to stop that.
It's not about government empowerment.
It's not government to stop that kind of
I like to
argument.
expect that I be attended to first.
Why?
They know you on TV. They will come and
Why? Why? Are we not all human?
But depending on
The
what I went
person's
there with,
ailment, the person's ailment might even be more serious than yours.
but my may actually be more serious than hers, but because of how the person is looking. And sometimes
But
that's
that
how
is
we
wrong.
judge
But that
how
is wrong.
we should be attended to.
That is wrong. When you go to hospital, and I can only use the UK because that's where I've lived. When you go to hospital in the UK, it doesn't matter whether you are wearing a three-piece suit or you are wearing rags. So far as you come in, the next person goes in. The fact that you look nice doesn't catapult you over.
Here, if there are no doctors, enough doctors, if there are no enough nurses, and the patients are so much, what do you expect them to do? So the logistics resources.
And sometimes they'll
is
be looking
very
at
key.
the patients who thank them when they are going.
Who's looking
Oh,
at
are
it?
you sure?
Who's looking at it? Who's looking at it? The nurses
Oh,
and the
I
doctors.
don't think they have
That-
such expectations.
Please, that would be serious then. That would be serious then.
Hey, the way you are saying.
The way you say, it means there's
Not
a
really,
certain
but
degree.
but
There's a
there is
certain
that
degree.
perception
Oh.
out there. There is that perception out there, but nobody has proven it because you know. we
Who has
can-
proven anything in this
Akufo
country?
Akufo said this thing that provide evidence, and you people killed him. Now you are also saying the same thing.
Oh. So for me, I don't think anybody has the right to assault any medical staff or any professional or anybody, not even professional, anybody. The last time a policeman slapped somebody on TV, what happened? It's wrong. We condemned it. You need to be patient. And sometimes you go and sit in the hospital for hours on end. Hours on end. And sometimes the way you're spoken to, when you then complain, as if you are there because you want to be there. Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to be sick. That's the worst thing you can fall into, being sick and knowing that your body can't do anything, can't even feed itself, and you're depending on others to feed you. Nobody wants to be sick.
Nana, you lived in UK, but I'm thinking of something. You see, can we also explore a health framework where we do not necessarily have to take every condition to the hospital? We may even have phone calls to our GPs and co.
We do here in
advise
Ghana, just
do
that
have it.
people have not averted their minds to, so people do not use it. There are so
Which
many.
hospitals?
Oh, there are so many. See,
Even
there are so
online.
many.
You call
Yeah,
somebody in Kwalebe and you pick and
even
talk to
online.
people.
Even
No,
online.
it's not. So you speak to the person online or on phone, and then you tell the person what you do. The person will direct you to the nearest health facility. Or if it's not necessary, you even go. They tell you what you should do.
Some of them may even be lifestyle audits and
Yes,
changes.
yes. It's not necessarily.
So that we'll be able to decongest the hospitals.
I think that it's the education on the existence of these things.
Me, I don't even know that in Ghana you can.
Oh, there are.
Oh, yes, oh,
there
there
are. There are a
There
number.
are.
There are
Even
Which
numbers.
online.
hospitals?
Even
Oh,
online.
oh,
Even online.
yes. There are a number of them.
Oh.
Even online.
I think maybe you traveled and you just arrived, so we have to update you how we have
He's
advanced.
connected.
How we have
connected.
I am
advanced.
asking which facilities so that I can also call them. None of you has been able to give me any of the facilities. You are not telling me.
By the close, by the
When
close,
you went to Google,
online,
you can Google.
You Google.
You can Google. You went to Google to get the
That there are facilities that they do
Oh
consultations
yeah,
on.
yeah.
And I can come
Public
in.
or private facilities in Ghana. That you call Kwalebo and they will pick and doctor will speak to you.
We are not saying that the whole
Okay.
Kolebu.
You call Rage and they will pick and doctors will
I said find it.
With the issue of trust, I think that I do not agree with PC on
The
that.
Ghanaians trust the health system.
Yeah, because I mean, this is your personal stand. There are people who also trust. No, you see, if
Frederick,
you say
no.
that generally we don't trust our system, I mean, this one I don't want to agree.
No, we are talking about health.
Yeah, I don't want to agree
The trust we place on our health delivery system.
because you mentioned that one, the facility, they don't trust the facility, so it means that you generalize it that it doesn't matter even whether it's a teaching hospital or whatever, we don't trust.
There are
so
some facilities that they don't
It's
trust.
because
There are
we've
some
not
that
done enough for the
I was
facilities.
expecting you to use the right words, like
Which is
some. So
Yes, some
if
they
you
don't
tell me that
trust.
some, I will understand. But you make generalization
Okay,
like they don't trust facilities, don't trust personnel.
Let me,
It means that we don't
let
have
me
the
ask you a
people-
question. You are a doctor.
Gentlemen, I
You
think
were a
we have
doctor.
exhausted.
If we are
this.
taking you
Let's
to a
move on.
first class hospital in Ghana here for medical attention and a first class hospital in the US, which one would you rather opt for?
No,
What are you
if you are
talking
going
about?
to give me the same results, I'll go
Which
here.
same result? You go here.
I'll
in
go
Ghana
here,
here.
yeah.
You sit here and
Oh no,
deceive
no,
us.
no! I'm
You
serious.
sit here and deceive us.
I'm serious because see,
The test.
We
let
know
me-
ourselves.
Let
What
me
are
tell
you
you what.
talking about?
Let me
We know
tell you.
ourselves.
Let me tell you what the test is. The test is when politicians get sick. Do they go to hospital here or do they go to hospitals abroad? Which they choose?
So in a country, you hear basic things like
it's
oxygen.
referral basis.
It's
Oxygen.
referral basis.
Nana Jantua, I'm saying that in this country, basic commodities like oxygen, sometimes you don't even find them.
no, if we are
And
talking,
talking about,
lack
you think
of
the citizens
facilities,
don't know.
I understand.
No, but-
or equipment. No, if you talk about equipment, but
It's
if you
all
say
part
the
and
whole
parcel of it.
hospital-
But when I say
There's
trust, I'm
not-
not talking about even the trust on the health person. I'm talking about
but you
the
mentioned
facility.
the health
No,
person.
but at the end of
You
the day, if
mentioned
the
it,
health
yes,
personnel don't have anything to work with, what are they going to work with? So
No,
who
but
will I
if you are
trust?
talking about trust, you are depending on the knowledge they have. They have the knowledge, so we trust in them. Just that sometimes they don't have the
Dr.
equipment.
Frederick,
to deliver.
Dr.
That's the
Frederick, there are
point.
some
But
hospitals
they don't
here
work
I
in a
won't go
vacuum.
to.
You
There are
the
some
doctors work
hospitals
in a
here,
vacuum.
when I'm sick, I will not go. If you take me there, I'll tell you, take me somewhere
So
else.
is it the doctor there that's
No,
why you're
yes,
not
no,
going?
no,
That's
question
facility.
there.
They
What
do
president?
not have
Yes.
the requisite facilities to attend to me.
Even requisite
That's what
facilities.
I
I have
understand.
seen. I have
But the
seen.
personnel
I
there
have.
might be
I have
And
knowledgeable.
see,
seen.
some personnel, the way they talk to patients.
You know, I don't talk for doctors, but today I feel like
this is
the
on live
topic-
TV.
Nah,
This
the
is on
topic
live
has
TV.
not-
This is on live TV. But there's even some nurses that they will.
If you like,
Sometimes you engage them and you get
let's
scared.
open our
What are you
phone
talking
lines
about?
and allow people to tell you about the experiences with frontline health workers. And you will marvel.
I understand you. If we open lines for any, organization in Ghana, we'll get people to call because the system is not perfect. So we shouldn't make it.
Then you
look like-
agree with me
No,
on
no,
that
no,
point.
no. We are talking about the whole country. Everything is not perfect. But if we make it look like it's only the health system that's not working, because that's what.
Oh,
No,
no,
that's
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
for some
This is specific.
facilities,
This is
not all
specific to the
facilities,
discussion.
for some
Yes,
facilities.
let's be specific.
No, but
You
I'm
see,
saying that this is not even to you or to the health practitioner. The
because
point
the
I'm,
one who is killing
Doc,
himself will
respectfully.
feel
Doc,
very.
no, Doc, respectfully. Why you think people are not killing themselves elsewhere? Lily, when did you get up to come and sit here? The problem is not even about the doctor or the personnel there. What we are saying is that no bar system produces good outcomes. We've had a framework that has been excessively weak.
For the
It's not-
past 8 years.
Oh, I don't think it's fair to politicize
No,
health.
no.
It won't be fair.
I mean,
to do
we're-
that.
I think
we're-
You can't be
generally.
doing politics with
No,
everything. It's not
I think
fair.
generally-
We are empathic to Ghanaians. You
I
can't
think
be doing that.
generally,
If I wanted to do politics, I would have blamed you for what happened.
Generally.
But you can't be doing that. It's not good.
Generally.
Be sensitive to Ghanaians in the spirit of humanity. You can't be doing that.
I told him. You see, church is church. Church is just a talk.
Anyway, gentlemen, let's talk about party politics. The NPP has said it's granting amnesty. Yeah, to suspend.
Hey, Abremo.
It's suspending the olive branch. You went away, we want you home. Come and apply. Let's look into it when we take you back. I engaged Hope Singh-Ador yesterday, and he said nothing on earth will make him ever reconsider going back to the NPP. Kwesi.
Hope Singh is an adult and he's entitled to his views. So we can only wish him well. You see, party progresses, party grows. And there comes a time, even if you look at our constitution, for instance, those prerogative of mercy that has been given to the president under Article 72, there are instances where you have to temper justice with mercy on many grounds. It could be on humanitarian grounds, on health grounds, on whatever grounds. But in the spirit of unity of the party, in the spirit of unison, we are a party, we are growing, is a growing democracy. At some point, we believe that in as much as that you may also want to instill discipline in the party, you may also have to balance with some form of reconciliation. That is what has happened as I speak to you. So yes, there are people who, it could be that some of them were wrongfully suspended. It could also be that some of them, they were indeed justifiable basis for their suspension. But ultimately, I mean, there comes a time where you say that, look, as a party, we need to grow, we need to come together, we need to pardon each other. You see, the truth is that the individual and members of the party can wrong the party. But as soon as you admit that the individual or the members of the party can wrong the party, it presupposes also that even the party can also wrong its members. Because the party is not run by angels. The party is also being run by the same human beings who we could do ABC to each other and we will not like it. Well, ultimately, we are saying that, well, we've gotten to a stage that in the supreme interest and in the spirit of reconciliation, all those that have been suspended, we've waived the suspension. There's also another category where they are saying that, well, people that are also facing different forms of disciplinary action to all those ones who has also been waived. And of course, the last category, those who has forfeited their membership. Those are the ones that are required to apply to the party. So it's not like a general rule where every person is expected to apply to the party. It's just those that has forfeited their membership.
By the dictate of the Constitution.
Yes, yes. You see, if you are suspended, your membership has not been revoked. You are still a member. But if you forfeit your membership, then it means that you are not even part of us again. So those ones with the suspension, those ones at least they have been waived and they have the opportunity to come. And I'm London, very interesting. Recall that it was Kennedy Japan who made this appeal during the thank you tour. He was the first person to make this appeal. That, I mean, at a point, Mr. Chamatin has gone with his people, the party, their cracks, their division. Even a lot of them wants to come back because most of them, you realize that at the time that they took the decision, if maybe they had waited and reflected over it for, I mean, subsequent time, I'm sure their decision would have been rather different. So you give them opportunity to come back. But I mean, as for Mr. Adoy, he's a grown-up man. If he say he won't come, fine. I mean, but we expect that a lot of them will come back.
Would you expect Alan Chamatin to return to the fold?
If he comes, I'll be one of the excited person because you see, politics is about numbers. Mr. Chamatin may not succeed in his quest to be president on the route that he's taking as an independent candidate. But there is no two ways about that. Obviously, his decision will have a consequential impact or effect.
But now he says he's not going independent again.
Yeah, but right now that we've given opportunity for a lot of his guys to also come on board, we may only be left with him. You understand? But I mean, the point is that he is a grown-up man. We cannot compel him on the decisions that he wants to do. We've opened the opportunity for people to come back. If he feels that he wants to come back, fair deal, we'll open our arms to accept him. But of course, I mean, we're also appealing to all the people that join him that they should come back. I agree. There is no point that disunity will help the party. Recall, NDC, when Madame Kunedo Ajiman Rawlings at some point also even went for elections, contested. Yeah, they really affected them. But I mean, at some point, you get to a stage you say that, well,
is it really about reconciliation or just padding up your numbers for 2028?
I think the two correlates. There is a link between them. Yes, you have to reconcile, and at the same time, you also have to understand that the reconciliation also have an impact that will benefit you as a party, which is about the numbers, and that's what exactly that we are doing.
Are you also not risking sending a message across that disobedience gets pardoned?
But even the president recently has pardoned people, the 998 people. I mean, you see, it's just about tempering justice with mercy. These are people who, a lot of them, there are even situations where most of them were wrongfully suspended, depending on who was holding the other bar of the power and felt that he could do A, B, C, D. So just like prisons, when you go to prison now, it is not the case that everybody in prison has committed an offense or something. But of course, when you also give the powers of prerogative of mercy to somebody, if you're also not very careful and you do not regulate it, it becomes so discretionary, it may also lead to an abuse. But this is a decision that has been taken by the National Council of the party, that in spite of everything, even those that were suspended, we feel that they've served their punishment enough. Even the whole point about suspension is a punishment itself. You get it. And people have served their suspension. People were also wrongfully suspended. People even forfeited their membership. But look, I mean, bottom line is that what is the whole essence of a political party? To get the numbers and win political power. So that no matter ideas that you have, there are people are talking about rich ideas, people are also talking about practical ideas. At the end of the day, you get the numbers to drive that cause so that you'll be able to bring it into fruition. So I commend the National Council, I commend the party executives, and 21 guns salute to Honorable Kennedy Japan, who made this call that today we are seeing into fruition. So I think we are good to go.
Doc, I'll come to you. Let me come to you.
It has to be sincere. And that's the challenge. Because you find you have given amnesty to, and I'm not talking MPP, I'm talking generally. You've given amnesty for those to come back. And then what then happens is that those who stayed will now use it against you. When we needed you, you left us and you went. And now you've come back and you think this position should be given to you. So it has to be sincere. Look, it would be a shame for the largest opposition party to disintegrate to a certain extent that they will not even be fit for purpose to rule, just like my party. At the present moment, my party is not fit for purpose to rule because of the way we have broken ourselves up. And in politics, you sleep with odd bedfellows. In politics, you sleep with odd bedfellows. And in politics, there are certain things that you need to be able, yes, to be strong at, but also realize that it can affect that institution, because it's a voluntary institution, isn't it? It's not mandatory. It's a voluntary institution. And so you've got to be very careful. I'm not sure, and maybe Chris will be able to tell me, in the times of the Darochas and the Mensahs and all those types of people, did we see and hear suspensions? I don't remember in those years. And people did say some really challenging things. But when you look at that time of the type of politicians we had then and the type of politicians we have now, the total difference. And the difference is that people cannot stand someone who says something that they feel, hurts them. And unfortunately, in this Fourth Republic, especially to this latter part, a lot of leaders have handled political parties as their what? As their ownership. And because of that, it's created quite a lot of challenges. If the MPP are inviting all the others to come back, it's a good thing. They need the numbers. At the present moment, when you look at them, the elections have really distorted them. And it's based on how the country was ruled in the last 8 years, that people felt they could have done more, they could have done better, but they didn't. It was more on a personal interest level. And based on that, people said, we don't want to see you again. So I think they themselves are trying to make sure that they can get their numbers back, they can be electable, they can make sure that people understand where they're coming from, but it has to be sincere. I would like a situation where Chamatin goes back to MPP.
Okay.
I'd like that situation.
Why?
It fortifies them. It fortifies them. A lot of people have a certain trust in him.
Okay.
perhaps if it happened at the time that it was a Baumia Chermatin flag bearer ship, they probably could have done better than they did in the last election. They might not. They might not have won the election, but they might not have also gone down as low as they did in the last election. So I think it's a good thing, and I hope they are able to work together as individuals. And nobody should say you went out, and because you went out, we have a much stronger position in the party than you do. I hope nobody comes to tell Kwesi that because you supported what do you call it, Ken, we don't want to see you again. If it so happens that Ken doesn't win, I hope that doesn't happen. Well, I'm saying, and vice versa. If Ken wins, I hope they don't do that to others, because you see, people need to see unity. And when I use the CPP as an example, people haven't seen the kind of unity that they can say, yes, the CPP is that party that come 2028 we can vote for. The onus lies on who? The onus lies on us to be able to do it. But one person can't do it. The grouping should be able to do it. And unfortunately, where the CPP is concerned, in different areas. And we need to be able to realize that it will not help us in any way. We've got to be able to say, let's come together, and may the best man win on the day that we decide we are going to Congress as a unit. I believe if Nkrumah ever came back to Ghana, he would have changed the CPP.
Okay.
He wouldn't have run the CPP the way it was run. He would have changed it. So it is up to the individuals to make sure that we can come together. And maybe the MPP has seen sense and think that, okay, right now, this is what needs to be done for the party to be able to be strong enough to come 2028. But I doubt 2028 they will win the election, but it's a good start. It's a good start.
Doc.
Nidi, I'm quite, when I saw the information, I was quite surprised.
Why?
Because I feel that, yes, the MPP, they do not believe in democracy. And so, Kwesi, would you allow me to make my point? The MPP, yeah, they do not believe in democracy. A party that doesn't encourage different opinion, because you could see that most of the people that were sidelined during Anado's time, some of them had to be, removed from their office, Poafoko and the rest. And
how did you treat Dr. Dufo?
See, I'm coming. Kwesi, would you allow me to make my point, please, with all respect? See, you realize that...
It was quiet when you were talking.
Yeah, you realize that these were people with divergent opinion. And it was helping the party, because you cannot have a party where once one person says we are all running into a river, everybody just enter into the river. There should be some that will say that no, let's look at the river and decide whether we can enter or we cannot enter.
Isn't there crocodiles?
Yes, there are crocodiles in it or not.
Or there are crabs.
But the party came to a point that there is no democracy. There is no political tolerance for each other. And even if you look at the communique, I've seen also, whether it is true or not, where Poafoko has responded, that you cannot give conditional amnesty, whereby you are coming, but your hands are tied, to the point that when you come and sit and watch us for 2 years before you can...
Do you know the category of people? Those are those who have forfeited their membership. You are not a member, so when you come back, again, why do you want to take our position?
Well,
it's logical.
No, but
it's logical.
Leave it open.
But Doc, don't you think that, okay, somebody comes into your home, okay, and says that, oh, I want to live with you. Yes. Then you accept the person comes in. Then you tell the person, oh, tomorrow I'm taking this decision. I want you to take the decision. Don't you think that the person will have to learn how you do your things before the person takes decisions?
Learn? People like Alan Chermatin, people like Afoko and the rest,
but they
are
have
now coming
left
to
the
learn.
tradition.
They are founding members.
Some
of them are founding members.
So you think today if I join this, I can be their flag bearer? What are you talking about?
No. These are not people who are just ordinary on the street who
but
decided to join.
If your members
is what I'm trying to say. I was thinking that in the interest of the party, if they are thinking that they will now want to listen and walk the talk of democracy, then they should call them and listen to their problem. You see, there was an issue. People had issues because you can't just sack anybody without having, accusations or level certain charges against the person. Once you do that, at any point in time, if you want to call the person, don't just say, "Oh, come." Then the person just come and that's the end. But you need to find out where you have wronged the person, where the person, there should be some level of engagement and all that. You don't just put a communique and say that reapply. Those who have forfeited their membership, reapply. Those that, we treated unfairly. We have now, reinstated your distance. So now come and sit and watch us for 2 years. After 2 years, I'm sure by then you would have learned a lot. The 2 years, you know what they will go through. People have to weigh options. So if they are making a call, if you see the post of Afoko, if it is true, he's talking about unconditional amnesty. If you are calling us to come, then you shouldn't attach a condition to it. That is the only way we will come and contribute significantly. If you tie my hand, it means that whatever I say when I come, it will not amount to anything. I cannot contribute to decision making. I cannot do anything because you've told me that I should just come and sit there as observer. An observer already, I'm afar and I'm still observing you failing. So why do I have to come and sit in and observe the failure and add myself to it? I don't think that this is the best. If they intend to do it right, they should do it right. For once, we've seen that the Chachafly has entered the elephant's ear and is bringing it back home. No, it was in the bush. Now you could see that it's coming home.
They go mad though.
No, this one is trying to open the eardrum so that they can listen. And they are listening because, like he said.
So that Chachafly has reset the elephants.
You see, resetting is going. Because when Kwesi was talking, he mentioned that Honorable Kennedy Japan. And I've said on a number of days that, yes, he's from a place that I also come from. So when it comes to, soft spot, I have some soft spot for him. He made the first call.
So if you were not a member of the NDC, you'd have gotten yourself connected.
Oh, not necessarily, but I like him. I like his personality. Okay. That's all. Okay. Yes. So what I'm saying is that he is the first person.
He's just patronizing me.
He's the first person who made that call. And if anything to go by, we need to, commend him for taking that bold step because it got to a point that people were not able to even express themselves. If you have any opinion, contrary to what the former leader of the party, who happened to be the former president.
Hey, you don't even know the man's name. Maybe I could do no. You don't even know President for this name.
No, because I'm not saying I don't know his name. Everybody knows the former president. No, everybody knows the former president as President Akufo-Addo.
He was quiet when he was speaking.
Yes, everybody knows President Akufo-Addo.
In my presence.
No. Because everybody knows President Akufo-Addo. But you forgot. That he's the former president.
I won't be part of this. Undermine.
So when he was the leader, he wasn't entertaining some of these, opinion and suggestions and all that. And I'm happy that now that probably I don't know whether they have shelved him, said that he cannot.
Oh, but didn't the party do that in 2008? They did that also in 2016.
Well, I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is that...
Because you said during his time, that's what I'm saying.
There was a contest. Yeah, yes, so you say that the man did not allow people to go there.
It's not about the contest. It's not about contest. It's not about contest. There are certain key people who had positions and they had to be sidelined because they feel that they were not in support of their then candidate. Everything is out there for us to... Because you are the biggest opposition party.
These are speculations, and assumptions.
So Kwesi, when I come back to you, you can respond to those. If you
if we had, Kwesi, is it because I'm making a good point? That's why you don't want me to.
No, please continue, Kwesi. Kindly allow him. Thank you.
If we had a stronger opposition party than MPP, on any day, I would have wished that party would be dissolved so that they form another party. But now we don't have. And for the purpose of democracy, I'm just hoping that with this approach that they are I mean, they are trying to put in place or adopt. It will come to fruition whereby they will be able to mobilize themselves, come together, and 2028 they will come and try their chance for Ghanaians to see.
Lily, if you compare President President Akufo-Addo in terms of control, President Akufo-Addo had more control than President Akufo.
Serious.
President Akufo rather opened up,
liberal,
employed people to come in, discuss. But Akufo-Addo didn't do that. Akufo-Addo had central control of the party.
Yeah. How can you
he's talking
Alan?
As though he's praising Akufo-Addo, but I know this man, he doesn't like
how can you tell Alan?
Akufo-Addo is my friend. Come on.
To come and join and be a spectator for 2 years. I mean, this thing, it's something.
No, but you shouldn't also do a trade-off of throwing away discipline. Party has rules and regulations. Sure. When people voluntarily forfeit their membership and they want to come again, you don't just hand over party rules and party positions to them.
During the primaries. He raised issues.
Does it make it different where Chematin is a founding member, and because he's gone to another, that bit of his founding member is thrown away? Is that what you're saying?
No, but you see, I'm not also sure that what you also want to encourage is that founding members at every point have to lead the party at any point that they want and when they feel.
When you are being treated unfairly.
No, I really. Why?
Please allow him.
As we sit here, even when it comes to the moderation, I'm sure we have our own reservations. Lily didn't treat me fairly, but we know none of us has walked out from the show. Is that not the case? At the end of the day, we give that ultimate respect to you and the platform that we are on.
But today, you can't say that I didn't treat you.
I'm not even saying today. I'm not even saying today.
Because you complain. You say, Lily, you didn't treat me well today. You didn't give me time. You do it.
He's taking the final bite.
He's interjecting me.
But you were interjecting them.
Exactly.
You were.
Are you now promoting equalization on your platform?
No.
Equalization of
one good 10 deserves another.
Are you now promoting?
Lily, I am the moderator.
Lily, I'm surprised at you today that you are now promoting equalization.
Now you are surprised. Now
that is not who you are. You've changed. Lily have changed.
Please make your point.
My point is that let's respect the decision of the National Council. Ultimately, those that have been suspended have been given a room to come and operate fully in the party.
Okay.
The National Council also believe that those who have lost their membership essentially are not a member of the party. When they come, you see, if you love the party, the first thing you should be thinking of is not necessarily to come and assume a position. Within a space of 2 years, you are not a member of the party. I'm not sure even today, if I join the NDC now, I'll be allowed to be their next flag bearer. That's exactly what it is. Forget about somebody who was a founding member or...
But are the dynamics not different? You are coming from a different tradition and you decide to join the NDC.
Exactly.
That's
different.
But people, for instance, if you go for movement for change, haven't you then... how do you call it?
Moved away from that your core tradition.
Even you.
Why don't you allow him to be where he is, but you are calling him to come?
We are giving opportunity for everybody. In any event,
you need them.
Hold on. In any event,
that he must.
In any event, this is not even a compulsion. In any event, this is not even a compulsion. At the end of the day, party has its own rules and regulations and a standard. There is a standard that the party feels that they've defined within the exigencies of the movement. Maybe in 2 months or 3 months' time, they may even extend an invitation to people like you. That those of you in the NDC come and now we manage affairs. Come around for general secretary for us.
Maybe Kwesi will extend an invitation to you.
I don't want to be an MPP member.
Because you believe
you
like Kennedy
Ejiofor.
So maybe Kwesi will extend.
So that's what I'm saying. That maybe one day you never know. Ken becomes the next flag bearer. Your people will show you small pepper. Oh, we know these things. When you are in government, you are talking. You speak as if the whole world is for you. As if you are swallowing sugar every day and honey. And you are here. Oh, the MPP should have been. If there was a second force, the MPP should have been collapsed. We've seen worse from you. But yes, you are sitting here. What happened? Kusitano didn't he break away? How did you people treat the founder? How did you people treat the founder's wife? Recently, Dr. Dufo, how did you people treat him? But today you have come in one accord. You see, opposition will clear your eyes. In opposition, you will come together.
Yes,
you will be forced to come together. You will be forced to come. When you are in government, you are advising, you think everything. Opposition,
we are now MPP's eye is clear.
You have gotten there. You have gotten there. You have gotten there, and I know one day you also get there again. That is how it's always been. So you sit here and be boastful and talk about us and you undermine us. But what I'm telling you is that we are coming back stronger.
Okay.
We are uniting, we are re-strategizing, we are rebuilding. Out of respect, we'll come together, we'll give so much respect to each other, we'll give respect to Ghanaians, we'll come together with one accord, in unison. And the most important that you should be looking at, when you sit here and discuss MPP, Galamsey is on the rise. Maybe you still have the good also, we are not talking about it. You promised 24-hour economy, I said now we've not seen anything. Sit here and say, Ghanaians are watching. You recently paid Maripoma, and I know they will also default again. You promised jobs. People are hold on. You promised jobs. Today we are discussing hospitals. Me, I'm being nationalistic, so I say it's a general problem. 2 years from now, Ghanaians will not call it a general problem. They will make it an NDC problem. This girl, I'm saying Ghanaians will not call it a general problem. They will make it an NDC problem. So you sit here. You made series of promises.
But why do you think it can't be sorted?
Which one?
Why do you think it can't be sorted?
No, but from how they've started, how do you think? No,
This is 7 months.
Okay.
Compared to 8 years.
All I am suggesting to you is that focus on your governance.
Don't throw stones at glass houses.
No, all I am suggesting to them is
Nana
Jantwa. All I'm suggesting to them is that they should focus on their governance, whilst we focus on mobilizing our party.
Okay.
At the end of the day, 2028 is there. Maybe they should pray other candidates wins. Other than that, the way the party is geared towards bringing Kennedy Japan, 2028, you should be very cautious and careful.
February 2026.
Cautious and careful in terms of, Kennedy winning the ultimate.
Who will topple them constitutionally through the ballot.
Okay.
Who will topple their government. I'm adding constitutionally before.
I'm saying that February 2026.
We will topple it constitutionally. Yes, through the ballot. At least emphasis. The power of the thumb. Emphasis is mine before they take me a big
I want you to maintain this phase. February 2026. After they have shortchanged you.
Shortchange who?
I know.
But what do you mean by shortchange them?
They'll go for the primaries.
But
for the presidential.
I
know what will
that's
happen.
a constitutional mandate. They are constitutional mandate.
Ken is not Alan. We are not going to show weakness. I am saying that without any disrespect to Alan, Ken is not Alan. Nobody.
What do you mean weakness? What do you mean show
weakness? No, hold on. You see, we are going to play.
You are saying that Chamatin is weak.
Yes.
We
should sit here.
Hold on.
You say you are not going to show weakness.
Please allow him land.
Let me respectfully. Don't gag me against.
I'm not gagging you.
He's somebody I respect. Let me explain
ask
a question. Give me opportunity.
Please allow him.
You see that there was a context and the premise that was laid that we are going to be shortchanged. And I'm saying that with all due respect to Mr. Chamatin. Yes, we will go by the rules that has been set.
You said they are not weak.
Respectfully.
They are not weak.
Respectfully, with regards to the elections. But we are not going to demonstrate weakness. We'll have a very fair, peaceful, transparent election. But the Ken team is not going to show weakness.
So what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What?
I don't understand it.
I don't understand
it. Mr. Janto, please hold on to me. Did the Allen team, in your estimation, you are still a member of the NPP. Did the Allen team at the time show weakness in the last presidential primaries of the NPP?
I'm too smart for this
by
question.
No.
Let me answer you. I'm going to answer you.
Please answer
you. I think they could have shown more strength.
Okay.
They should have shown more strength. And I'm saying that.
How? What?
Are you not the host?
I'm asking you. I need to understand what you're saying. I need to understand what you're saying.
I have to.
Are you not the host?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Gentlemen.
I'm telling you, I'm not answering you. I answered to Lily. And she has heard me. And she's okay with the answer that I gave. I am saying that nobody is going to shortchange anyone. In MPP, we are going to have a clean, fair, elections and election procedure.
At least this time round.
And at the end of the day, Team Ken is going to show strength and not weakness.
Now, Chrissy, I saw
you didn't tweet
beautiful
to forward,
video
but you
of
are
some leading communicators of the leading members who are eyeing the top job for the NPP.
Yes.
Having, was it dinner, lunch?
Okatachi engineered one.
Oh, Okateche engineered it. Not
Yes, yes.
not that you all decided. It was Okateche that engineered it.
You know, let me put it in this context. So he led it. That's all I mean by he engineered it. So, you know, he felt that there was so much tension.
And rancor.
Yeah, especially on social media and the jabs and the responses, myself and Miracle. But, of course, I'm not pleading clemency, but you have seen my line of communication. I think the most strongest word I've used was to describe Dr. Bawumia's performance, again, is in context, as weak. And I think we also saw a jab.
So you now agree?
Why? Performance cannot be
agree.
weak. President Mahama,
So you
President
now
Mahama
agree.
26
You now agree that the performance was weak.
Please allow him.
Do you know, I didn't sign up for this. I feel gagged. I don't know why you are doing this.
We ask you to sit here. You said you want to be here.
No, even here that look. So if I was sandwiched between the two of you, how was I going to do?
Okay, please.
I am saying that based on, I mean, how we've communicated and the impression we've sent around, Okatachi felt like it was too combative from the two leading sides.
But didn't you also feel that way?
No, but me, have I ever used any strong
Not
words?
you. I mean, you have your team members on social media, and the other camps also.
I agree that to some extent there are excesses. I mean, you see some of the comments from all sides. I mean, look at somebody like Abrone, a regional chairman. Sometimes the way he behave, you'll question his capacity as a regional chairman and some of the things that he says. But I mean, ultimately, in Akan they say so we still have to come together as one people. So he
So
just.
is this a form of ceasefire?
I don't think there was a fire per se, but it's just symbolic. You see, peace at the end of the day is not even an event. There's a process. It's just a beginning of a certain picture or symbol that the election should be peaceful. At the end of the day, we are one people, we are one party. With unison, our focus should be to win power. And of course, we have one common enemy. And I use enemy in context, not like we are going to kill them. But our common enemy is the NDC by putting them on their toes and not necessarily. You see, it's synonymous with any election. Any election that comes, you may have some infighting, you may have some, but the infighting should not generate into an acrimony. You are not at the level of
personal attacks.
Exactly. You are not at the level.
Certain distasteful comments about certain elements within your camp and vice versa.
Exactly. So, I mean, those comments, you see them, but those are not comments that probably even are at our levels. I mean, the last time when I described Dr. Bawumia's performance as weak, I think we witnessed a response that was, for me, was a bit distasteful. I'm sure it also drew Okatachi's attention to it. But you see, when you want to, whichever way the step he took was good. When you want to mediate or lead a certain cause, sometimes you are not very judgmental on who did right or who did wrong. In the spirit of unity, you call all of us. Oh, let's have a chat. It's not like we are settling any dispute or anything, but just to send a message to everyone that it's just a peaceful process that we want to have, and that's exactly what we had.
Optics.
Like which optics? Who does more optics than you? Who does more? Your minister. Recently your minister, Dr. Grace Ayonsu, you didn't want us to say that. Now John Twack cleverly jettisoned that conversation.
I'm not the host. Am I the host?
She under oath, she told the whole country that she's a professor. One from today, G-Tech is saying that there's no evidence to that. There's other guy, Washid Computer. The list can go on. What form of settings is that? Which people knows more settings than your government?
Okay, gentlemen.
Which government does more settings?
Lily, you know something? They've been able to get rid of President Akufo-Addo, and they feel right now they can bring everybody in. Because of the centralized way President Akufo-Addo handled the party.
But President Akufo-Addo has not jettisoned the party, has he?
He hasn't, but they feel they now have room to maneuver. And so, do you think it will happen in President Akufo-Addo's time?
Why
didn't it happen
do away
then?
with Akufo-Addo?
Why didn't it happen then?
Lily,
Why didn't they
He
cooperate
said
with
he
them then?
had a centralized control.
Centralized control.
So what word did you use? I think it's unfair. You should retract it. That we've been able to do away with Akufo-Addo.
I never said that.
Mr. Joseph, what did you say?
Jettison.
But it's even stronger. It's undermining and disrespectful to your own friend, Nana Jantwa. I think you should have to use a more modest word. Mr. Akufo-Addo has not been jettisoned. He served his term. and now he's a statesman serving his country in the capacity as a former president. The party is still on course. They are leadership of the party, and they are making decisions like any party. It's a phase that we went for an election and we lost the election. It doesn't mean that we've lost our rights as citizens. We'll continue to criticize them, including your agency.
All right.
I'll come there for free. That's why I'm not criticizing you yet. At the right time, you hear from us. If by 2 months I don't get anything.
Who is connected, do you need fuel?
Who?
You are connected. You are in the air. You don't need fuel.
Why we don't drive?
You are in the air. That's Kwasi Asquai. He's a member of the NPP communications team and spokesperson for the Canada-Japan campaign. Dr. Frederick Ntiama is a lecturer at the University of Ghana and a member of the NDC communications team, and Kwame Jantua Asquai is a leading member of the Convention People's Party. Mr. Jantua is going on a break. He's going to enjoy a butchery and leaving us in Ghana. Mr. Jantua, I will miss you, but we'll see you in a month. Yeah, okay. My name is Lily Mohammed. I'm back after this breather. Yes, and 12 girls, 65 years. We'll have a conversation on 65. No. Oh, that's nice, yeah. We're back shortly. Yeah, welcome back to the show. This is still GH today here on GHOne TV. Now, yeah, Santua girl, 65 years. And just by way of information, our very own Sewami here is an old student of Yas Santua girls. And so we wish Yas Santua girls all the best. They produce beautiful, intelligent women. Anyway, I've been joined in studio by 3 beautiful women. Odisha Josephine Cornelius is with a 1978-year group. Odisha Wilhelmina Ayebia is with a 1998-year group. And Odisha Farida Barak is with a 2007-year group. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
Good.
It's good to have you here.
Sure.
What do you say and how do you respond? Do we say Odisha?
Adishie. Then we respond.
As a plural.
Emma
Kukudrufo.
Yeah.
Adishie.
Emma Kukudrufo.
So let me start with you. Many years ago, when you entered the environments of Yasantua girls, memories. What did you learn? Friendships, partnerships you built, and how has it shaped you over the years?
I remember vividly when I entered Yasantua. And the reason why I remember so much is I actually applied to go to Wesley Girls. And it fell through. So Yasantua was my second choice. And I remember when I was going, I didn't go quietly, screaming and shouting. I wasn't going to go to Yasantua. But eventually when I got there, I had friends that we were both in Mofretro. And quite a number of us came together. So I think that settled me. And then within a short space of time, I became part of a very big group of friends. And from there, you know, I think I didn't look back.
For you, when we mention the Yasantua girls, what comes to mind?
The school that trains out the confident societal women, bringing confidence into the woman who have lost hope. You know, this is the school that molds you to learn to be creative, to learn to be a leader because of the name Yasantua. It puts that spirit of leadership in you, growth, you know, so power. And, you know, for you to be able to get all these, they say knowledge is power. You must learn to achieve all these authorities. Yes. So it builds you up. The moment you hear the name Yasantua, you know that there is leadership at stake. Yeah.
Now, Farida, so you are almost 20 years since leaving. 18. So you're almost 20 years since leaving school. Did you also decide to go to Yasantua, or it was handed to you? And when you walked into the presence of the school, how was it for you? And 18 years on, how has it shaped you?
Yasantua was actually my dream school.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually my first choice. So I don't know what I would have done if I didn't get admission into Yasantua. But yeah, walking into the premises of Yasantua, it was an awesome feeling. I came from a girls' school, Mofratro Girls, and then walking into Yasantua, I had the feel of being in a girls' school. So back then, you hear rumors that when you walk into school, you'll be homoed, you'll be bullied as a first-year student, you know. So I was walking in with some kind of fear in me. But immediately I walked into the compound. The welcoming atmosphere, you know, getting to see all those beautiful predecessors, you know, the way they welcome you with a big smile, open arms, they are ready to show you around, you know. It was an awesome feeling. And from day one till the day I left school, I can say I didn't make a wrong choice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're 65 years. What are you celebrating?
We are celebrating 65 years of excellent education. So excellence everywhere. We're actually honoring the past and inspiring the future. Yeah, so what we are looking at is, look at this beautiful school and what it has made most of us, you know, and, you know, relating it to who Yasantua was, and then coming down to sisters who have come over the years, what they are giving to society, building society, leading society, into inspiring the new generation that are coming up to do even better than we have done. Yes, we are also seizing this opportunity to standardize our Old Girls Association to firm it up, because some do not even know where we are. Through this, they will get to know, they should join the excitement by giving back to the school. Also, to inspire the new generation to learn how to give back to society and also grow. And like I keep saying, even do better than we have done already. Yes. So these are the modalities we are looking at. Yes, it's exciting to meet senior sisters like Sister Jo and junior sisters like Farida and even more, you know, coming together and sharing experiences of our times and how we did certain things differently and the effect it has on our life even today. Yeah.
Any notable girls, old girls?
Oh, yes.
I'm told the general manager of EIB is actually...
Yes, Nanaya.
Yeah, Nanaya.
Nanaya is an old girl, yes.
Okay.
Our very own Sewami here. Efia Nocturnal.
Okay.
Back then she was Jana Window. That was how she was known.
We have a lot of them too on, from the judiciary, and we also have from the health sector, even the security sector. We are everywhere. Yes. So if you like, I would want to mention.
we will probably have to spend the whole day. But let's talk about your anniversary. Walk us through your anniversary. What are you doing prior to the main event? Walk us through the activities you've lined up. I'm sure it's about 3-month celebration, isn't it?
Yes, if you look at it. So we had our luncheon about 2 months ago, and then through that we are starting everything with the memorial lecture.
Okay.
The Yasantua memorial lecture.
What are you talking about at this lecture?
It's still the same topic, where we are looking at the excellent education, honoring the past and inspiring the future. And we are doing the main speaker for this occasion is the Ashanti Regional Director of Education. Okay. Yes, he's a senior. Senior, Mr. Mankra is a senior of Prempeh College. And you know the alliance. Yes. Yasantua and Prempeh College.
Those are your boys.
Yes, they are very good boys.
Actually, our men
now.
Yes, your men now.
Yeah. So we are doing this, and the guest of honor is our dear Mampong Hima. Yes, she's going to be there. And then the chairperson is one of our own. She's a judge this year. And so let me not leave. But okay, so they meant to say this year. We put all the other titles. Yes, so this year Marie-Louise Sims, and she is going to be the chairperson for the occasion. Yes, we would want, through this, I just want sisters who are attending to remember to use our national cloth, what we call the timeless, the blue cloth. That's what we are wearing on that day at 4 o'clock, 28th August 2025 at 4 o'clock at the Amono Neza Hall at KNUST.
Okay.
Yes. So we
is
know
it open to the public?
It is open to the public. We want everybody to come and witness and also share. And through that, we get to know more people who are also willing to, and also to encourage them to do same for their alma mater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have some dignitaries who are attending this lecture beyond your guest of honor and your guest speaker?
Well, because we have dignitaries attending the
Main
actual
event.
65th, because already we got dignitaries to attend the luncheon. Yes. So for us not to stress them too much, yes, of course, we have invited our sister schools and brother schools, for lack of a better word. So we have Prempeh College coming, Opokuwari School, St. Louis, St. Monica's, and others. Yeah, but then we have also invited some queen mothers to support us to do this. We have some old girls who are queen mothers. They are joining us to do this.
Okay. So after the memorial lecture, now walk us through the anniversary itself.
So we're starting on the 29th of September. Through to the 5th of October. So we start with a float.
Yes.
That's when
so that's a week.
Yes.
Yes. A week-long activity.
Yes. So that's when we drive from KNUST through to the streets of Kumasi.
Principal streets of Kumasi.
Yeah, so with the float, we are doing that one with the students.
Okay.
So that one we are working.
Continuing students.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We are working. That's why sisters must get this T-shirt.
Yeah.
All sisters and others who want to join us, the public, we have T-shirts that you can get to join us do the
so
float.
that's your house.
These are house.
So that's Knedi Adam house.
Yes,
And which house is that?
This is the Echa house too.
Okay.
Yes. So the T-shirts are in houses as well, and the colors of the houses.
Okay.
So on the following day, the school is going to have a tete-a-tete program with the students' body. And then on Wednesday, that's when we're going to do the health screening for the people in the community where our school has been for 65 years. They have really supported us. So why don't we support them with some health screening? So we're going to do that with the community on that day. And then on Thursday, that is where we will do the triumphant entry from Tech Junction. We are driving all the way to our school. And we're going to do it passionately. We'll make a lot of noise.
You have a project to crown the whole anniversary. What project are you doing?
The project is an ultra-modern science lab. As you all know, Yasantoa is very well known for our science. And I think it will be a great honor on this 65th anniversary to give them nothing but the best that I think the school deserves, which is the ultra-modern science laboratory, which is in the making. Hopefully by the time the anniversary comes, it will be kitted out. So our continuing students can have the best of the best.
How much are you anticipating to spend on this laboratory? And how can old students, continuing students, and even parents and guardians contribute to this project?
Yeah, it's about 3.5 million.
Wow,
and that is why we are encouraging sisters to contribute. We have sent channels of contribution through various channels on social media, Facebook, through our chapter leaders, year group leaders, yes, and all other social media channels to encourage sisters, and not just sisters, the public, any other person who will be willing, yes. So we have the Chango and we have the Momo number, which we can display or even
you can
mention. So, yeah, I have we have Momo number here.
It's the 055
yes.
67 32 446.
Please, again.
055 67 32 446. And the name is Yasantoa Girls SHS.
Anniversary. 65th anniversary. Yeah. So that is coming straight into the anniversary coffers. Yes. Already we've started. Sisters are already contributing. But I know that there are other sisters who are not even aware. So we're using this medium to let them know so that they also add their story.
So what message do you have for parents who may be considering schools for the awards, and even for old sisters out there as well?
So I'll start.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so if to a parent watching, if you are looking for a better girls' school to mold and reshape your world like your female child, I recommend Yasantua any day, anytime, because Yasantua is really a foundation. It gives that foundation that we need for the girl child. As we all know, Nana Yasantua was a bold woman. She stood in when men were not ready to, bring their chest out. Yeah. So if you are looking for a school to train your ward to become that woman you would be proud of in the future, look no further. Yasantua is the choice for you. Yeah.
You want to?
Yes, so do you want a holy ground for your child?
Okay.
Where you don't need to think too much about things that may go wrong. Take that girl to Yasantua and she's going to come out perfect. Yes. Despite the storms, I know many things are changing, social media and all that. But through that storm, the school management are doing all they can to ensure that there is sanity in the school and that child or those children will grow to come up the way we have expected them to be.
Yes. Josephine?
Yes, I would say the same thing like Farida said. If you're looking for a girls' school for your child, your girl child, I think Yasantua is the best place to go. I mean, even in the UK, we have a big, cohort in the UK. That is the UK chapter. And every year we try to get mothers in Ghana who have not decided to go to take their children to Yasantua because we know what we've achieved from it. And it's no small feat. So if you're looking to send your child to, especially to an all-girls school, I will recommend Yasantua. It is, I would say, it's the best of the best.
How many houses do you have in Yasantua?
11 now.
At the moment.
Yeah. Which is the best house?
House
3.
I was waiting for that.
House 3.
Because when I was there, it was only 4 houses.
Okay.
And I remember about 2 years ago, I came to Ghana and I was speaking to somebody and they said it was 11 houses.
It came to 7.
It came to 7, then 8.
During my time.
I was like, where have they built all of it? So I went to the school, and it's true, when we were there, we were right in the middle of a forest. But now it's a whole city. It's amazing. It's amazing to go to Yasantua now and see what has been done.
What's your school anthem?
But please, before the school anthem, the channels through which the sisters can send money is of great concern to me.
Please go ahead.
Am I allowed to mention it?
Please go ahead.
Okay, so donate to Yasantua Old Girls Association, National or Global LBG for campaigns. So you have YAGS SHS assisting 65-legacy. So it is HTTPS, the 2 strokes, then donate.changoapp.com. Stroke campaign stroke 67F68720829B4. But this is the short code. Star 887 star 6621 hash. I want to mention that again. Star 887 hash 6221 hash. That's for Chango. Please, anyone who is doing this should choose Legacy Project to donate at least either 65 or more. So the least you're expecting you to donate is 65 cedis. But you can decide to do 65 times 100.
So you can decide to do 65 every hour.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're too good. 65 every hour. So that the money will come. We need it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. We need it.
Okay. Please give us your rendition of your school anthem.
Okay.
Alicia, Josephine, you want to start? You want to whip them up?
3, 2, 1, go. Yasantua.
Okay, so we are starting from the first.
God our Father, bless our school, bless our works and bless our play. Draw us evermore to thee. Make us love and serve always.
Yasantua, patron dear, single of selfless sacrifice. We have still our crown to win. Make us love and serve always.
Anyway, we wish you all the best. And please
you.
donate 65 cedis every hour so that they can put up an ultra-modern science lab for the school. We know that we're moving into STEM, and so it's important that we inculcate that into the learning from the very early stages into all our girls and all our students across the world. Thank you very much. So that's Odishia Farida Barak. She's with the 2007 year group. Odishia Wilhelmina Ayubia, she's with 1998 year group. And Odishia Josephine Cornelius, she's with the 1978 year group. Adishia. My name is Lily Mohammed. Let's do some celebrations now. Happy birthday, Charlotte. Christo Dia Adika, from Mom and Dad, we wish you long life. We love you. Awesome birthday, Mom. Today I celebrate the incredible woman who gave me life, love, and endless support. You are the heart of the family and the most beautiful soul I know. Thank you for your warmth and guidance. You deserve all the love and happiness in the world. Happy birthday, Madam Florence Gaglo. Oh. Happy birthday, Sarah Azameti. Wishing you a day that's as bright as you are. May this new chapter of your life bring you endless happiness, good health, and exciting opportunities. You deserve the best, and I hope today surrounds you with laughter and all the things that make you smile. This is from Monkey. Happy birthday, Mr. Lawrence Daniels, PRO of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana and the Country Director of the Young Insurance Professionals, Ghana. Happy birthday, Lexi Nanaba Daniel. May you grow to be a defender of mankind as your name entails. May you grow in strength and wisdom. Amen. Our final one goes to my ever faithful friend, Evelyn Linat. You've continuously shown me genuine care and love, and I do not take that for granted. Thank you for all the support. May this day be the beginning of greater things to happen in your life. From Narain of GH1 TV. If you're celebrating your birthday, we say happy birthday to you. If you're marking any significant milestone, we say congratulations to you. A special good morning going out to my dearest grandmother and my dearest mom. I love you two so much, and thank you for being my constant support every day. My name is Lily Mohammed. On behalf of the entire team, led by our producer, Ibrahim Alasan, Terry Nurain, the Rastaman himself, Melissa, and all the people behind the scenes, camera, sound, lighting, floor. We say thank you very much for always choosing us. Have a great day.